The Pepsodent Show, starring Bob Hope.
We bid you all hello, bid welcome to our show. May we present for Pepsodent a guy you ought to know.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Tonight is the night, and I hope you will tune in on us every Tuesday. Let's make it your Chase Away Blues Day by listening in when we begin. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is Bob Hope. No, not yet, Charlie. But don't leave. Got our signals mixed. Well, here we are with a brand new sponsor, a brand new program, a brand new cast, and ready to tell some jokes. I'm very happy to be back on the air again. I've been very busy all summer working on a few projects. What do they want all those ditches for anyway? But I'm happy. My sponsor's really a very nice fellow. We get along swell. All afternoon here at rehearsal, we were riding piggyback. Playing piggyback. He was riding me. And to show you that I'm up to date this year, I'm starting a pension plan for old jokes. So if you hear me using a lot of old gags on the show, remember there's a reason. It means $30 every Tuesday. That's right. We have a nice cast on the show, ladies and gentlemen, that consists of...
The topper of the feminine stars of Hollywood, Miss Constance Bennett, Skinny Ennis and his band, Jerry Colonna, our 7 swingsters, 6 hits and a miss, and yours truly, Bill Goodwin.
Oh, thank you, Bill. That's our announcer, ladies and gentlemen, known to his intimates as Bill Teeth Goodwin. Show me your teeth, Bill. That's enough. 2 more payments and they're his. Hey, he's full of pep, isn't he? I'm a little tired myself. My uncle just left town. He was here with the American Legion Convention. He was in the Army. He was really one of the first men to go over the top. Somebody pushed him. But he's from Florida, and he spent most of his time while he was here dropping ice cubes out of the hotel window to make the people think it was hailing here in California. It was a nice, quiet convention. The second night, the boys at the hotel gave the house detective 24 hours to get out of town. Oh, but really, I want to thank the American Legion for getting me a half day off last week at Paramount. They came over to the set I was working on and took the camera with them as a souvenir. Paramount didn't mind that so much, but they'd be very thankful if the fella from Texas would please bring back Dorothy Lamour. And the parades were wonderful last week with the convention. The women looked beautiful. One thing I noticed, the women look different this year. You know, the way they're wearing their hair up on top like... Gee, I never knew they had ears. My girl had her hair up so high she had to have the perfume sprayed on by a tree surgeon. Worked on that gag all summer. Too bad I didn't get it finished. You know, I saw a sign, by the way, talking about the new hairdresser. I saw a sign in a beauty parlor today coming down here. Marcel and your ears pinned back for $1. Really, my girl had her ears pinned back so far that when she's on the telephone, she can listen with both ears at the same time. She's sort of a Dracula with freckles. You'd like her. And I hear the girls are going to wear those hoop skirts again. You know what a hoop skirt is? That's a parachute with legs. I don't like to wait for anything. You know, my girlfriend brought one yesterday and took it home with her. She has a canary going crazy. He doesn't know where he lives anymore. I don't know where she got the hoops for her skirt, but every time I take her out, her skirt wraps itself around a barrel of beer. My kid brother told me that joke. He said, I'm going to buy him a brain tomorrow. But you know, these hoop skirts are going to save a lot of taxi fare for the men. All they have to do is get a stick and roll their girlfriend home. Good, eh, fellas? No, eh? And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to meet our band. Really a swell band. Skinny Ennis and the boys. You ready, Skinny? Okay, 1, 2. No, boys, not the laughs. I mean your sideline. You know, the music. Take it, Skinny. Must you dance every dance with the same
Fortunate man, you have danced with him since the music began. Won't you change partners and dance with me? Must you dance quite so close, with your lips touching his face? Can't you see I'm longing to be in his place? Won't you change partners and dance with me? Ask him to sit this one out, and while you're alone, I'll tell the waiter to tell him he's wanted on the telephone. You've been locked in his arms ever since heaven knows when. So won't you change partners, and then you may never want to change partners again. You've been locked in his arms ever since heaven knows when. So won't you change partners, and then you may never want to change partners again. So won't you change partners, and then you may never want to change partners again.
Friends, here's a bargain with the capital B. Listen. 1 cent now buys a full-size 50-cent bottle of nationally famous Pepsodent antiseptic. That's right, I said 1 cent. In order to introduce Pepsodent antiseptic to new users and to comply with the flood of requests from regular Pepsodent users who missed out on last year's 1 cent sale, Pepsodent has decided to hold another Pepsodent antiseptic 1 cent sale. And this means that now, for a limited time only, you can get 2 full-size bottles of extra effective Pepsodent antiseptic for just 1 penny more than the regular price of 1 bottle. So if you've never tried effective, pleasant-tasting Pepsodent antiseptic, do so now and save. And as for you regular users, here's your chance to get Pepsodent antiseptic at a rock-bottom price. So stock up for the winter now at about half the regular cost. Use Pepsodent to help fight colds and sweeten the breath. But you'll have to hurry, for this offer holds good only so long as a limited supply lasts. Remember that, all of you who were disappointed last year, and call your nearest drug dealer now, tonight.
And now may I present one of your favorite personalities, feminine star of such pictures as Merrily We Live, Service Deluxe, and currently working on Hal Roach's Topper Takes a Trip, Miss Constance Bennett.
Thank you, Bob, for that introduction. Now what can I say about you?
Well, there's some stuff written there, I think.
Oh, yes, so there is. Bob, you're a swell guy and a very funny comedian.
Yeah? Well, I must have written more than that. Say, Connie, you get around quite a bit on the air, don't you? I heard you Sunday with Charlie McCarthy.
Did you? I had a lot of fun.
Yeah?
Charlie sat on my knee and taught me how to talk without moving my lips.
Connie, if you sit on my knee, I'll keep my mouth shut, too. Charlie McCarthy, what's he got that I wish I had? Woods are full of guys like him.
Bob, one more crack like that and you'll go back to the sticks.
Yeah. I'm through.
Give up.
I like Charlie McCarthy's mouthpiece, too. What's his name, that fellow, the kid with the...
Ed... Edgar Bergen.
Yeah, that's it.
Tongue-tied a little bit. Yes, he's very nice. We went over to his house for dinner after the show.
Oh, really? I had dinner over there myself one night, Connie. There were so many people there, they had to put an extra leaf on the table. All during dinner, the leaf kept yelling, "I'll mow you down."
I'd like to stay here and banter with you, Bob, but I must get away early. I'm going to a girls' baseball game.
A girls' baseball game, Connie. Do they play that, too?
Yes, Bob. Girls play baseball all over the country. I may sponsor a team for Constance Bennett Cosmetics.
This script has so many plugs in it, it reads like a racing form.
Say, Miss Bennett, I don't like to butt in, but if you mention your cosmetics once more on this program, I hope your lips stick.
Remember, folks, I hired him for his teeth.
Well, I want to keep my mascara in the public eye.
Well, I want to keep Pepsodent in the public mouth.
Yeah, well, I just want to keep my public. Let's go over to that girls' baseball game, Connie. Let's go right over there.
All right. Just to show you there are no hard feelings, you can bring Bill Goodwin along.
Yeah, he can help us over the fence. Let's go, huh?
Well, here we are at the box office, Bob.
Yeah, well, I'll buy the tickets. I got it right here.
No, Bob. Bob, I'll get them. I've got some money.
Oh, no, don't go to the trouble of taking your shoe off right here, Bill. I'll get it. I had some money in my left-hand pocket. If I could only get my mittens off, I have it here.
Hurry, Bob. It's the fifth inning already.
Oh, really? How much are your tickets, madam?
All seats, 50 cents and $1.
Yeah, what have you got for 20 cents?
2 hot dogs.
Are they comfortable?
Well, you can pay me, boys, because I've got free passes.
Oh, you have?
Say something funny, Hope.
I can't think of a thing. Let's go in. Say, what a crowd here tonight. Who's playing tonight, Connie?
The Brooklyn Debutantes versus the Dead End Girlies. Listen to the cheers.
We are the Brooklyn Debbies, a roaring fighting team. And if we do not win this game, I think we'll simply scream.
Say! Isn't that wonderful, Connie?
Yeah, let's sit here next to the hairdressers union.
No, I don't like the bleachers.
Oh.
Oh, you died with that. Say, there's something wrong with the looks of that baseball diamond.
Yeah, the girls changed it to a square cut. It's more stylish, you know.
Say, Connie, why are there 3 girls playing third base?
Oh, that's the hot corner. Robert Taylor's sitting over there.
Oh, is that Robert Taylor? I didn't recognize him without his boxing gloves on. Listen to the crowd roar. Say, Connie, who's that blonde playing first base?
Oh, that's the brunette who played second yesterday.
Say, she looks familiar. I think I went out with her about 4 checkbooks ago.
Strike 3, you're out.
Sally Rand Fend again.
Popcorn, Potter Pops, and assorted dresses.
Say, that umpire's a thief. I'm going to throw a bottle down there. Madam, may I borrow your bottle?
Okay, but leave the nipple with the baby.
Slide, Beatrice! Slide!
Connie, why did that girl slide into the plate on her face?
Oh, it rained on the field yesterday, Bob. She's trying to get a free mud pack.
Say, isn't it silly to put a totem pole right there at the shortstop? What is that?
That's not a totem pole. That is the shortstop.
Really?
She had her face lifted too often.
Wait, something's wrong over there. It looks like a fight. Oh, they're carrying a man off the field. He tried to sneak over the fence into the 50-cent seats.
Half-buck Benny rides again. He'll be back on the air this Sunday, folks. I like to give these newcomers a break, you know.
Say, Bob, look at that woman going around and around without stopping at home. Who is that?
Oh, that's Mrs. Roosevelt.
Look, Bob.
What?
There's a woman on second, 1 out, and that's Snow White McGillicuddy at bat.
Well, here's the pitch. She takes a swing at it.
Say, what's the matter, Bill?
Why, Connie's fainted. All the players are running off the field. The umpire is waving her arms. What's she saying?
Game called off on account of a mouse. Oh, thank you, Connie, thank you. And now our 7th swingster, 6 hits and a miss. Swing out with my walking stick from Alexander's Ragtime Band.
Without my
Walking stick, I'd go insane. Can't look my best, I'd feel undressed without my cane.
must have my
Walking stick, 'cause it may rain. And when it pours, can't be outdoors without my cane.
If I ever left my house without my walking stick,
What a shame!
It would be just something we could never explain.
Oh, my, the thing that makes me click on Lover's Lane would go for naught if I were caught without my cane. Without my walking stick, I'd go insane. I'd really blow my top. Look my best, I'd feel undressed without my cane. Look out, it's gonna rain, it's bound to rain without my walking stick. When it pours, it really pours without my cane. If I left my house, left without my walking stick,
it'd be something.
that'd be hard to explain. The thing that makes me click, the thing that turns the trick, would go for naught if I were caught
Without my cane.
without my cane.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the lovers of classical music, there I go, I want to present at this time Senor Jerry Colonna, through the courtesy of Warner Brothers. I need say little about his talents. His voice speaks for itself. Senor Colonna.
At last I found thee.
Wait, just a second. I know I have a lot of enemies, but who sent you up here?
Silence, rogue. Do you realize that you've interrupted the great Colonna when the mood for song was beginning to creep upon him? Creep. Creep. Creep.
I wish you'd creep out of the studio.
But I am not finished.
Yeah, what's your opinion against millions of others? Look, I know you call yourself the Great Colonna, but really, who are you?
Oh, yes. You want to know who I am? Here is my card.
Well, so you're the ace of clubs. I could have used you last night.
But last night I was the two of diamonds.
When you were born, the stork must have been dealing off the bottom. Who told you you could sing?
I wish I knew. The stool pigeon. But I have had my happy moments. I was once a gondolier in Venice. Well, do I remember. There I was in the middle of the street. People came to hear me from miles around. It was the most extraordinary thing they ever saw.
What, you're singing?
No, knave. I forgot the gondola.
Well, tell me, senor, were you resuscitated?
I was... Check.
Is there anything else you can do, senor, while we're waiting for the wagon?
Oh, yes. A dash of drama.
Drama.
Never will I forget the time I played Romeo and Juliet. In the first act, Juliet tossed me a rose tenderly from between her teeth.
Yeah, what happened in the second act?
Very tenderly, I tossed back her teeth.
Well, senor, tell me, have you ever emptied any theaters in this country?
Yes. My first concert. What glorious memories. 30 years ago at the Trocadero.
Wait a minute. 30 years ago, there was no Trocadero. The place was all desert.
No wonder there were two camels applauding.
Check.
Silence, Gate. The great Colonna is about to lift his melodious voice in song.
Over my dead body.
Goody.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce that at this time that any similarity between Senor Colonna and a human being, living or dead, is purely coincidental. Check.
Oh, fishes play. You can hear the paddles a-checking off to Gianna across the bay. On the road to Mandalay, where the flying fishes play. And the dawn comes up like thunder out of the Gianna cross the bay.
Pepsodent Antiseptic lasts a mighty long time. In fact, 3 times as long as ordinary kinds, because it may be diluted with 2 parts water and still kill germs in seconds. Therefore, those of you who have purchased Pepsodent fairly recently haven't had reason to buy mouth antiseptic in many, many weeks. But if your stock is now getting low, then you're really in luck. For now, for a limited time only, you can actually buy 2 50-cent bottles of Pepsodent Antiseptic by paying just 1 penny more than the regular price of 1 bottle. So if you've never tried this finer, more effective mouth antiseptic, do so now. Of course, you regular users of Pepsodent will want to stock up at this record low price. But don't delay. Order your special 1-cent sale combination package now while a limited supply lasts. Yes, act tonight, for this money-saving 1-cent sale may never be repeated. Well, that song's here again. We can't keep it out. But this time we get Bob Hope's own version of it.
Tisket a tasket, a yellow basket. Send a letter to my mommy.
On the way I dropped it.
Hello? Hope Detective Agency. Manager Hope speaking. Oh, yes, we find anything. I even found a sponsor. Yes? Well, I don't know. Who are you? You don't know? Well, where'd you start for? Oh, listen, I can't find you every 5 minutes, Corrigan. I'm busy. Say, Miss Fitz, where's my assistant, Philo Pants Goodwin?
He's in the back room listening to Gangbusters.
Isn't that silly? A detective listening to Gangbusters. Call me when the Lone Ranger goes on. All right, Miss Fitz, let's get down to business. Get over in the other knee and take a letter.
Who's it to?
It's to one of our satisfied customers, Mr. Thomas J. McStippet, Alcatraz Finishing School. Dear Butch, I've been looking through my files, but I've been unable to find one that will fit into a pie. Understand you are having your annual water carnival next week. Good luck in the 100-yard dash. Yours for life.
Hey, Chief, I just got an important telephone call from a lady.
Yeah, what'd she say?
Well, I don't know, but it was awful important.
Philo Pants, you're a genius in a moronic sort of way. Get that, Philo Pants.
Hello. Pants on the line. What's that? You say this woman shot her husband at close range?
At close range, eh? Were there any powder marks in the suit?
Yes. That's why she shot him.
Come in.
A tasket.
Why, that's the lady who called me. That's just what she said on the phone.
What's wrong, lady?
It's my basket.
Your basket?
My brown and yellow basket.
What happened to the basket?
I wrote a letter to my mommy, and on the way I dropped it.
She dropped it.
I heard her.
I dropped my yellow basket. And if I do not get it back, I think that I shall die.
She thinks that she shall die.
Oh, my.
Don't worry, madam. We'll find your basket. Philo Pants, call the posse.
Okay, boss. Here, posse. Here.
Tell me, young lady. Tell me, why do you carry letters in the basket anyway?
I don't know. I just read the lines. I don't understand them. We are being watched.
I hope somebody's listening, too. Tell me, have you got any clues?
Yeah, we can't work without clues. After all, clues make the man.
Down, Philo.
Hey, boss, I don't see what all this fuss is about just for a letter in a basket.
Shh. The letter contained a sample of a new explosive, so powerful that one drop could blow us all sky high.
What was that?
That's Killer Fetal Balm. We're saving him as a suspect for our next case. Come on, killer, tell us what you know about this case.
You ain't got nothing on me. I didn't see her drop no brown and yellow basket at Hollywood and Vine. I don't know nothing about no formula for no explosive, and besides, I won't talk.
Took you some time to make up your mind, didn't it, huh?
Say, boss, a little torture ought to loosen his lips.
Yeah, sing him the torture song I torture, Philo.
A tisket, a tasket.
Oh, stop. Boy, that ain't torture. That's murder.
Give him the works, boss. Tell him those jokes you heard on the Bob Hope program.
Oh, me? Okay. On the way to the studio.
No, anything but that. I'll tell you all that I know. I'll talk.
Who stole the basket and the envelope with the explosive?
It was the Baron.
I knew it.
He's hiding at the Gargoyle Castle.
Did you say Gargoyle Castle?
Yes, gargoyle, like with Pepsodent antiseptic.
Now that you've given us a plug, let's all get on it. We're off to Gargoyle Castle.
Hi-ho, gargoyle! Gee, this Gargoyle Castle is a mysterious place.
Yeah, take it easy. They may be armed. I want you to all stand behind me, and if you hear a shot,
Yes.
Get in front of me. Okay, ring the bell, Philo.
Okay, boss. Here goes.
Oh, yes! I've been expecting you, but I fooled you. I'm not home.
Wait a minute. If you're not home, how come you're talking to us?
Ah, so you're wondering too?
Wait a minute, Baron. Do you know who I am?
I know you. That clean shirt isn't enough to fool me. You're detectives. Seize him, men.
Oh, yes! Wait a minute. Take your hands off me.
Shut up. What dungeon shall we throw them into, Baron?
Throw them into 77B.
I've been there before. Who laid that egg?
Boss, how are we going to get out of this dungeon?
Don't worry, Philo. You forget I'm a master of disguise. I'm going to make myself look exactly like the Baron. Hand me that mustache.
Okay.
Now, do I look like him?
Well, that's perfect, boss. That's perfect. I couldn't tell you from the Baron.
Quiet, Philo. Here comes the Baron now. He's opening the dungeon door.
The Baron! What am I doing in this dungeon?
Oh, so you're wondering, too.
If you're the Baron, then who am I?
You're Detective Hope.
Oh, then I'll have to frisk me. Here's the letter I've been looking for.
Don't open it, Baron. It'll blow you to pieces.
I should worry. I'm Detective Hope, and I hate that guy.
Look, boss. Look, he's still breathing. He still thinks he's Detective Hope.
Quiet, Philo. He's about to speak.
Strange. I always thought Detective Hope led a good life.
Why, what's so strange about that?
It's getting awfully warm where I'm going.
Biscuit or basket, she took my yellow basket. If she doesn't bring it back, I think that I shall die.
Thanks for the memory of this, our opening spot. Say, I practically forgot. You'll love the show next Tuesday. There's a scene where I get shot. You like that so much. And now we are sorry to leave you. It's just for a week we'll be missing to show Pepsodent that you listen. Mail in the doors from 4 drugstores. Say, Bill,
Yes,
what's on
Bob?
tap for next week?
Our special guest is Miss Olivia de Havilland. Skinny Ennis and the band will be back. Jerry Colonna, our swingsters, 6 hits and a miss, and of course, you.
And you. And thank you so much.
The tune Change Partners is from the RKO picture Carefree. Until next, the same time, the Pepsodent Company bids you good night. This is the National Broadcasting Company. Pepsodent Show, starring Bob Hope.
Hello to all you folks. While looking at our notes, we find that item 1 is fun, and here he is, Bob Hope.
Thank you so much. And welcome to Pepsodent's party. Each Tuesday we're here for your pleasure. Here's hoping we give you good measure. Again, hello, and here we go. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is Bob Hope. Well, here I am back again for Pepsodent, and I'm just as surprised as you are. You know, after last week's show, letters and telegrams are still pouring in from people all over the country. All I can say is they don't know a good program when they hear it. I might have been a little jittery last week, but I don't have to worry. The Philharmonic Orchestra heard me, and they want me. They want to use my knees for castanets. Not that I was nervous, but how would you feel if the first report you heard was the sponsor beating his head against the wall? I called him up and asked him how I was coming over. He said, "Hope you're not coming over, you're going under." They thought I was nervous last week, but you should have seen Bill Goodwin. Bill put his hand on the table to steady himself and got 3 messages from the spirit world. Oh, by the way, Bill, tell our audience who's with us tonight, will you?
Sure thing, Bob. The charming Warner Brothers star, Miss Olivia de Havilland. We have Skinny Ennis and his band, 6 hits and a miss. Jerry Colonna, also through the courtesy of the brothers Warner, and Jack Smart.
Oh, thank you, Bill. That's Bill Goodman, ladies and gentlemen. Stout fellow. Say, Bill, by the way, what did you hear about our first show?
Nothing, Bob. I stayed in the house all week.
Coward.
How do you feel?
Well, I'm all right. I was just wondering how the sponsor feels.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about him, Bob.
Yeah?
After all, how long can a man carry a grudge?
Well, I got a letter from my brother. He thought the program was great.
Oh, really? Did he? How'd the warden like it?
Say, listen, Bill, don't kid about him. He's doing all right at Alcatraz. He has a slot machine concession. And it's too bad he was taking out of circulation. He used to make money hand over fist like a machine. In fact, he did make it with a machine. The government's mad at him now for something he printed on a dollar bill. I'm not sure. I think it was any similarity between these dollar bills and the ones Uncle Sam makes is purely coincidental. He's a wise guy. He used to make the $10 bills in the daytime and the $20 bills at night. You know, when he worked nights, he used to pay himself overtime. But I don't want to talk about my relatives too much, not that I haven't any. In fact, so many relatives call at my hotel, the revolving door keeps the whole place air-conditioned. You know, you take that fellow from Arkansas, you know, when you listen to him, he's always talking about his relatives. He should meet my Uncle Lucifer. He's always taking things around the house. I went to sleep last night, and this morning I woke up in the pawn shop window. I'll put that back in the oxygen tent. Say, I think it's about time we hear from our band leader, Skinny Ennis. Hello, Skinny.
How you, Bob?
Say, by the way, Skinny, what did you hear about the show?
Well, Bob, my mother, now, she hears all the funny programs on the air, and, well, she thinks you're different.
Well, that's very nice, Skinny.
Yeah, she sent me a review about you out of one of the newspapers, Bob. It sounded something like a weather report.
A weather report?
Yeah, here it is. Bob Hope. Light flurries of applause with occasional laughter. Quite foggy, but probably fair next week.
Well, that's different anyway. Here comes Jerry Colonna. I'll get a sensible answer out of him.
Greetings, Gate.
Well, Jerry, how did your brood like the broadcast last week?
Oh, yes! My cousin Willie enjoyed it conclusively.
Well, tell me, Jerry, did he think I was droll?
My knave, there's quite a difference between droll and drool.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Well, I'm glad your cousin Willie enjoyed it anyway.
So am I. It's been so hard to keep him happy since he went out of his head.
Well, what's the difference as long as you like the program?
He enjoyed the program so well that next week we're going to put tubes in the radio.
Check anyway.
Hey, Bob, by the way, you want the orchestra to laugh and applaud this week?
Oh, of course. Let them enjoy themselves.
Okay, boys. Double pay this week, too.
Skinny, I think you better play a number. Come in.
Are you Jack Benny?
No, I'm Bob Hope.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too. Come in.
Mr. Hope?
That's right.
On behalf of the vast radio audience, I want to present you with this beautiful loving cup.
Oh, gee, that's a beauty. What's it for?
It's for distinguished service to radio during the summer of 1938.
But I wasn't on the radio this summer.
You got the cup, haven't you? Goodbye.
Say, I should never have put a door on this program. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our 6 hits in the mist give you their interpretation of Don't Cross Your Fingers, Cross Your Heart. Take it, talent.
When you put your arms around me and you say you're glad you found me, don't cross your fingers, cross your heart. When you tell me with your kisses what a thrilling moment this is, don't cross your fingers, cross your heart.
Please make your mind up that you must play fair, or you will wind up playing solitaire.
Here's my heart, come on and take it. Only promise you won't break it. Don't cross your fingers, cross your heart. Darling, if you only knew how much I love you, try to understand it, comprehend it. That is all you gotta do. Do. Don't cross your fingers, won't you cross your heart? Love can't be retarded, disregarded, baby. That'll never do. Do. Don't cross your fingers, cross your heart. Please make your mind up that you must play fair to be true. It's essential. You'll wind up playing solitaire. Here's my heart, come on and take it. Only promise you won't break it. Don't cross your fingers, won't you cross your heart?
Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Step right up and see for yourself. Come on, folks, you can't lose. Everybody's a winner.
Right. Every one of you is bound to win if you take advantage of the special 1-cent sale on Pepsodent Antiseptic. Now, most merchandising men acknowledge that the American housewife is the world's shrewdest buyer. She not only has an uncanny sense of values, but she refuses to be deceived by bunkum or ballyhoo. That's why I'm merely going to announce simply, straightforwardly, that for a limited time you can actually get 2 full-size 50-cent bottles of genuine Pepsodent Antiseptic for just 1 penny more than the regular price of 1 bottle. Yes, for only 1 cent more. Thus, Pepsodent's great 1-cent sale offers you double value. An extra bottle of extra effective, extra economical Pepsodent Antiseptic for just 1 cent when you purchase a bottle at the regular low price. But you'll have to hurry, for remember that this special Pepsodent Antiseptic 1-cent sale is good only so long as a limited supply lasts. Be prepared to help fight colds and sweeten the breath with Pepsodent Antiseptic. Phone your nearest drug dealer for your special 1-cent sale combination package now, tonight.
And now may I present that charming Warner Brothers star. You liked her in Captain Blood, you loved her in Four as a Crowd, and you adored her in Robin Hood. Miss Olivia de Havilland.
Thank you very much, Bob. And may I say that I adored you in Give Me a Sailor. I liked you in Thanks for the Memory, and I heard your broadcast last Tuesday night.
I know, Olivia, we covered that. But I want to welcome you to our Pepsodent party anyway. You'll find this a little different from the other shows. We don't know what we're doing.
Yes, I can see what you mean.
But, I heard you on some other program the other day with a crooner. The guy that owns a racetrack or so. What's his name again?
Yes. Now, let me see. I know who you mean. I can't think of his name either. Let me see.
Oh, come now, Olivia. Think hard. Maybe this will help you.
Yes. Now, wait a minute. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Students! See, they don't know either. Well, anyway, you were different on that program. What was that you did on that program?
Oh, that I barked.
You what, Olivia?
I barked,
Yeah, I know. I heard it. So did my cat. She's been missing ever since.
But that was a lot of fun, Bob. It's always fun working with him.
Yes, he's a very clever fellow. He's so easygoing, like his horses.
I like him. He took me down to his racetrack.
Yeah, they took me, too. Say, what picture are you working on now, Olivia?
Well, I'm on a vacation now, but I just finished a comedy picture with Dick Powell called Hard to Get.
Oh, well, I just finished a comedy picture with Shirley Ross called Thanks for the Memory.
And I just finished a commercial announcement for Pepsodent Antiseptic. You can't squeeze me out. Hello, Olivia.
Boar meets girl. What are you doing on your vacation, Olivia?
Oh, I've been having a lot of fun. I've been spending most of my time at the dentist.
Well, that's a nice place to spend a vacation. Did he hurt you much?
No, not at all. He gave me gas, and I had a wonderful dream. As a matter of fact, you were in it, Bob.
Really?
Say, was I in your dream, too, Olivia?
Well, come to think of it, Bill, you were.
Say, Goodwin, do you have to follow me every place I go? What was he doing, reading the gas meter?
Oh, anyway, it was the silliest dream. I was right on the Warner Brothers lot, and that's where I met you, Bob.
Yeah, wait till Paramount hears about that.
I don't think Warner Brothers will like it much either.
I wrote the dream down, and I brought it with me. Would you like to act it out?
Well, I don't know.
But, Bob, you and I play a very romantic love scene at the end.
Yeah, well, I'll have to think it over. What am I saying? Okay, let's begin music, Skinny. Make it dreamy. Anything. Come on.
Everything seems to be getting curiouser and curiouser. Where are we?
One side, lady. Quiet on the set. We're shooting 4 daughters.
Say, you missed one.
Oh, pardon me. Thanks, buddy. Okay, folks, you can go ahead now.
Come on, Bob. We're wanted in a producer's office for a story conference. And here it is.
How do you do? You're right on time. I'm just leaving.
But what about the story?
I can't tell it to you now.
Well, why not?
Shh. It's a mystery story.
Then how are you going to produce it?
Ah, so you're wondering too?
He's sending his brain back tomorrow for retakes.
Ah, yes. And in Technicolor. I shall read the scenario of my next picture. Scene 1, fade in. Close up, fade out.
Well, who's in that close-up?
No one. We had to save money, so we eliminated the actors. Quiet, everybody! As the curtain rises, nightfall is creeping. Creep, creep. Quiet, everybody! The scene. Close up, fade in, dissolve, Add 2 cups of sugar, 3 eggs, and beat slowly.
Wait a minute. What's the name of this picture?
We're going to call it Angel Cakes with Dirty Faces. The final scene. Fade in, close up. Enter the hero. Quote. 'Twas brillig and the slightly toves that gyre and gimble in the wave. All the mimsy were in the border groves and the mome rats outgrave. Unquote. The end. Well, don't stand there and stare at me, Gates.
Say, Olivia, you know, this is a very silly dream you're having.
Ah, yes, but now we're getting into the romantic part I promised you.
Oh, you mean this is the part of the dream I say, Olivia, I love you?
Yes, in fact, you whisper sweet nothings in my ear.
Yes, then I hold your hand and become amorous like this?
Yes, Bob.
And then I make love to you?
Yes.
Then what?
I don't know. I laughed so hard I woke up.
Oh, thank you, Olivia. I enjoyed walking in your sleep.
Thank you, Bob. It was fun being here.
And before you go, I'd like you to hear our up-and-coming band leader, Skinny Ennis.
Skinny Ennis?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he the boy who sings as though he just stepped out of a cold shower?
Yeah. Yeah, that's him, Olivia. The new rage of the dance circuit. Breathless Skinny Ennis playing and singing At Long Last Love.
Was it an earthquake or simply a shock? Is it the good turtle soup or merely the mark? Is it a cocktail, this feeling of joy? Or is what I feel the real McCoy? Is it for all time or simply a lark? Is it Granada I see or only Asbury Park? Is it a fancy not worth thinking of? Or is it at long last love? Is it a fancy not worth thinking of? Or is it at long last love? At long last love.
Here's brand news for the bargain wise. You can now get 2 full 50-cent bottles of Pepsodent Antiseptic for just 1 penny more than the regular price of 1 bottle. Pepsodent is making this sensational offer for 2 reasons. 1, they want more of you to become familiar with Pepsodent Antiseptic. For once you've tried this finer, more economical product, Pepsodent feels sure you'll agree that it is far superior. That from then on, you'll use Pepsodent Antiseptic regularly. 2, regular users swamped us with requests for this great money-saving sale so that they could stock up on Pepsodent Antiseptic at a record low price. Therefore, to introduce Pepsodent Antiseptic to new users and to satisfy popular demand, during the great Pepsodent Antiseptic 1-cent sale, you are offered an extra full-size bottle of Pepsodent Antiseptic for just 1 cent when you purchase a bottle at the regular price. But hurry, take advantage of this startling offer at once, for this sale is limited. It positively will not be repeated this year. Well, there's the simple story, Mrs. Homemaker. The rest is up to you.
Must you dance every dance with the same fortunate man?
And here is Bob Hope's version of Change Partners and Dance.
Change partners and dance.
Say, Bob, wait till you see these girls. They're beautiful.
Yeah, I know, Bill, but we've been driving quite a while for a blind date. Don't you know any girls in this state?
Why, Bob, we ought to be there any minute now.
Yeah, I know, Bill. You told me that 22 miles ago. I don't want to be too inquisitive, but we've been passing a lot of cattle. Tell me, what does my girl look like?
Well, Bob, my girl has the most gorgeous figure you ever saw. She used to pose for radiator caps.
Yeah, but what part of the car did my girl pose for?
Well, she's a swell dancer.
Yeah, never mind that. Just tell me, what movie star does she resemble?
Movie star? Now, let's see now. Did you see The Awful Truth?
Yeah?
Gee, everybody saw that, didn't they?
Just a minute. We've been driving 2 hours, we've had 2 flat tires, and it looks like I'm going to get another one. Now, look, tell me, Bill, what color hair has my girl got, if any?
Well, if I remember, Bob, her hair is sort of a plaid.
Right, plaid. Is that new?
Oh, what are you complaining about? The last girl I got you had as many teeth as my girl.
Yeah, that was the trouble. She was all teeth. She had such big buck teeth, she could eat an apple through a picket fence. Say, the only thing missing was a saddle. Say, didn't I see you running at Del Mar this year? Bill, what's my girl's name?
Esmeralda Emirach.
Esmeralda Emirach?
Yeah.
Sounds like a tobacco auctioneer.
Well, my girl's name is Hetty.
Hetty Emirach.
Yeah.
That's good, Hetty Emirach.
Oh, here we are, Bob.
Yeah. Well, what are we stopping in front of this barn for?
This isn't a barn. This is the house.
Well, what's that big goat doing in the window?
That's Esmeralda's father.
If that's her father, what's her mother look like?
Bob, do you see that cow standing over there in the corner?
Yeah.
It isn't a cow.
Well, I'm here. I'll suffer. Let's go in.
Well, come in. Good evening. Step right in, boys. The girls be right down. Want to play some poker?
How do you do, Mr. Emirach? This is the fella I was telling you about, you know, from the Pepsodent program.
Oh, how do you do, Amos? Yeah, come right in. How's Madam Queen?
You can tell he listens. Is Esmeralda ready, Mr. Emirach?
Ready? She's been ready for 30 years. Say, by the way, boys, just check your coats right over there. It'll be 10 cents. While we're waiting, would you like to shoot some dice? Let's get a little action around here. You care for a cold drink while you're waiting?
Oh, thanks, Mr. Emirach. Don't mind if I do.
Soda pop or a bottle of beer?
Oh, it doesn't make any difference.
Yes, it does. Pop's a nickel and beer's 10 cents. Like to play a little roulette?
No, I don't gamble.
You're taking my daughter out, ain't you? How about a raffle ticket?
How much is it?
$3.
I told you I don't take any chances on those things.
You ain't taking no chance. We got the winner picked already.
Oh, well, then I'll take... Wait a minute.
Say, will you please tell the girls we're waiting, Mr. Emirach?
Oh, don't be so formal. Just call me Emirach. Hey, Hetty, Goody's here.
Hello, Bill.
Hello, Hetty.
Your friend looks familiar.
Oh, yes, you know him. He's that very funny fellow on the radio.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he looks awfully young to have 5 daughters.
Say, I like her even after that line. She's snazzy. Let's go, Hetty.
Now, wait, Bob. We have to wait for your girl.
Oh.
Ma, it's 8:30. Let Esmeralda out. let this sucker off on the hook. He's wiggling.
I'll be down in a minute. I'm having trouble with my hair.
What's the matter? Can't you fix it?
No, I can't find it.
I wish I could get lost.
Well, Jitterbugs, here I am. Let's cut a rug.
Say, Bill.
Yeah?
Bill, she's got her face on upside down.
Come on, Bobsy, let's go over to the Bite and eat jam joint and split a big apple.
Gee, she's cute, isn't she?
From what angle? Listen, Goodwin, you got me into this. What do you say we change partners right here?
Oh, no, nothing doing. Hetty's my girl.
I wish mine had a Hetty. Let's go.
Well, here we are.
Tickets 5 cents each. Get your blackjacks here. Step right up, boys. You can't have no fun without a blackjack. Tickets 5.
Nice place to come to relax. I wonder what time they carry out the wounded.
Say, Bob, aren't you afraid that someone will steal the car?
No, I got the crank right here with me. Say, Bill, there's Skinny Ennis. Hiya, Skinny.
Hiya, sucker.
I wonder how he knew.
Come on, Bobsy, let's dance.
Oh, okay, Carefree. Say, Ezzy, do you always dance like this?
Oh, no, sometimes I move my feet.
Well, when you have time, will you move them off mine? I don't mind just stepping on my feet, but don't try and put my shoes on.
Hiya, Bob. How you getting along?
Oh, Bill, change partners and dance.
Oh, look, here comes my city boyfriend.
What, you mean that black mustache with legs?
What are you doing with my girl, you cattle rustler?
Your girl? Who are you?
I'm a talent scout for Ripley.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to turn the lights out so that everybody may change partners. 1, 2, 3, out!
Oh, boy. This is my chance. Hetty. Oh, Hetty, come here. Let's slip out this way, right through this door. Ah, at last we're alone. Kiss me. Say, darling, what is that thing on your lip that tickles me so?
Ah, so you're wondering, too?
Partners and then you may never want to change partners
Thanks for the memory. To feel you listened in has really set us right. Just lend your ear next Tuesday. We'll return at that same night. And thank you so much. Thanks for the memory. Olivia, you were grand. Someday I will appear with you in pictures, even if I only hold a spear. And thank you so much. Thanks, folks, for both those nice letters. I shouldn't ask one more thing of you, but remember your druggist won't love you. If you should fail, his 1 cent sale. Say, Bill Goodman, what goes on here next week?
Well, Bob, our special guest is Miss Madeline Carroll. Skinny Ennis and his band will be here. Jerry Colonna, our swingsters, 6 hits and a miss. And, of course, Bob Hope.
Thank you so much. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Heard on tonight's program was At Long Last Love by Cole Porter from the musical production You Never Know. Until next Tuesday night at the same time, the Pepsodent Company bids you good night. This is the National Broadcasting Company. The Pepsodent Show, starring Bob Hope.
Good evening to you folks. Hang up your hats and coats. Pull up a chair and shed your care. He's on the air, Bob Hope.
Ah, thank you so much. Hello, here we go with our fun show. Wear a grin to get in through the wicket, where thereafter your laughter's your ticket, and smiles will last a season's pass. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is Bob Hope, the fellow who helps make Tuesday night such a swell night to go to the movies. I want to thank you folks for taking such an interest in the program. My fan mail has been so heavy these last few weeks that I had to get another cigar box. Well, Halloween is gone, and so is my house. Halloween is really for the kids. They have so much fun. They're so cute. Angels with dirty soap. They came around. They're marvelous, those kids. They come around to the house, and they send one kid up to the door, the one without the axe, and the kid looks at you. And the kid looks at you and says, treat or tricks? Then you give them some cookies, and they take your cookies in your front porch and run away. When they got through with my house, it looked like a testing ground for termites. No kidding. I had a piece of every billboard from 10 miles around. The first thing I saw when I stepped out of the house this morning was 30 motion pictures every Thursday are your best community chest. So vote now. Even this morning, a kid came around and threw some garbage on my lawn. I said, hey, what are you doing? He said, pardon me, I forgot this last night. When I asked him why I was throwing garbage, he said, what do you think you throw at us every Tuesday night? But enough of that. I think we have a nice show here tonight that consists of...
The foremost singing comedian of the motion picture world, Miss Martha Ray. And in the regular lineup, we have Skinny Ennis and his band, 6 hits and a miss. Jerry Colonna through the courtesy of Warner Brothers. And Bob Hope through the courtesy of his landlord.
That's Bill Goodwin. He gave a Halloween party last night, 25-cent cover charge. We had a nice party at Bill's place. Of course, his room is a little small. More of a closet that made good. It was so small that Bill didn't have room for pumpkins, so he cut faces in grapes. And he had a midget witch riding around the room on a toothbrush. What a room. You've heard of sunken living rooms? Well, Bill's room has a sunken ceiling. Nice, but it got a little tiresome dancing around on our knees. And the music was nice, too, but we ran out of nickels. I used to tell that joke in vaudeville with Fibber McGee. You remember Fibber, huh? When you and I were young McGee. But anyway, at the party last night, we ran out of nickels, and of course we played ducking for apples. I put my head in the tub and came up with Johnny Weissmuller. Then to keep the party alive, we got in the tub and made the apples duck for us. Sort of an underwater Lambeth walk. Bill won the prize for pinning the tail on the donkey. I don't know whether he peaked or whether he's a Democrat. And all the girls came to the party with dresses that matched their boyfriend's hair. Kay Francis came with Jimmy Cagney, wore a red dress. Sonia Henney came with Jerome Power and wore a black dress. Jeanette McDonald came with Jean Raymond and wore a gold dress. And Gypsy Rose Lee came with Guy Kibbe. Oh, it was a swell part. Bing Crosby that was there. He was dressed cute. His suit was so loud, the Moors were wearing dark glasses. Well, I finally got that out. Marble mouth. And Jimmy Fiddler was there. Jimmy Fiddler was there, too. By midnight, he was so sleepy he could hardly keep his ears open.
Say, Bob, how did you like my Halloween party?
Oh, fine, Bill. What hamburger stand did the catering?
You know, Bob, my girl thought you were made up as a spook. When you were eating, she said, boy, look at that goblin.
Yeah. Well, I had fun, Bill. Did you see me chasing Martha Ray around the room? Wasn't that a laugh?
Yeah, Bob, that was one laugh after another.
How'd you like the way I was dressed, Bill?
Well, Bob, that was a novel idea, coming to the party in a suit made out of old insurance policies.
Not so novel. Every time I started dancing, 2 of them expired. Hello, fellas. Hello, Skinny. Hi, Skinny.
Hey, Bob, How'd you like that white sheet I put on for the party?
Oh, that was fine, Skinny, but what was that big bulge in the back?
Shucks, man. You wouldn't want me to wake my father up.
No, Skinny, but you didn't have to sit on him all night. There's only one fellow in this program who knows how to act at a party.
Greetings, Gate. Let's celebrate. I love parties. I love girls. That is why my mustache curls.
Take off your mask, Professor. Halloween is over.
Ah, Halloween. What merriment. What gaiety. I spent the entire night stealing Gates.
Tell me, Professor, why did you attend Goodwin's party with a frankfurter around your neck?
Ah, yes. I wanted to look Halloweeny.
I get it, Professor. Halloweeny.
Hot dog.
Professor, jokes like that can end my radio career.
Goody.
1 minute. I smell something smoking. Is it you, Professor?
Ah, yes. I bought this suit at the fire sale, and it's still burning. One of my quirks. I've always wanted a light suit.
Next time you have a headache, Professor, doubt it.
Quiet, knave. I passed 4 black cats on my way to the studio. They meowed at me, and I was awfully embarrassed.
Well, Professor, why should that embarrass you?
My mustache meowed back at them.
Incidentally, Professor, how do you keep that mustache pressed so nicely?
I sleep with my head between a book.
You intrigue me, Professor.
Ah, Halloween. How I recalled my first Halloween party. We were ducking for ducks.
For ducks?
Yes, Gate. They'd already eaten the apples. In my youth, I was afflicted with a poor memory.
You handled that nicely.
When it was my turn to duck, I put my head under the water and forgot to take it out.
Really?
Days passed. Autumn vanished into the winter. The water froze into a cake of ice. The ice company came out and chopped. Chop. Chop. The next thing I knew, I was in an icebox. Time staggers on. I am now in a highball, balancing a cherry on my nose. The end. A fellow drank me down.
If a fellow drank you down, what are you doing here?
Ah, so you're wondering, too?
And now, while the professor slips into his straitjacket, Skinny Ennis, our quivering baritone, sings Heart and Soul from the Paramount picture, A Song is Born. Take it, Skinny.
Heart and soul, I fell in love with you. Heart and soul, the way a fool would do gladly. I guess it serves me right to steal a kiss in the night. Heart and soul, I long to find romance, saw my goal, and took the fatal chance gladly. There on that night we kissed, there in the moonlit. Oh, but your lips were thrilling, much too thrilling. What in the world are they so strangely willing? Can't you see what one embrace can do? Look at me, it's got me loving you madly. That little kiss I stole cost me my heart and soul. That little kiss I stole cost me my heart and soul.
Would you like to try an interesting experiment? It really won't take more than a minute of your time. Just do this. After the broadcast tonight, stand squarely in front of a good-sized, well-lighted mirror. Next, put on your biggest and broadest smile. Yes, the very best smile in your repertoire. Then ask yourself these questions quite frankly. Am I proud of my smile? Is it bright and sparkling the way I want it to be? Is it a fetching, irresistible, magnetic sort of smile? Of course, I don't know what story your mirror will tell you. But if you're the least bit disappointed in the sparkle and gleam of your smile, I have a little tip for you. You really should try New Day Pepsodent toothpaste or powder containing irium. There's a combination that really does wonders for your smile. How? Well, you see, Irium is a marvelous new cleansing agent found in Pepsodent alone of all dentifrices, which helps Pepsodent to gently brush away unsightly surface stains from tooth enamel. With these masking surface stains gone, your teeth then reveal their full natural luster, so that they shine and sparkle with all their glorious natural beauty. Furthermore, Pepsodent is safe in its action on teeth, since it contains no grit, no pumice, no drugs. Start using Pepsodent containing Irium right away, and in a short time, look in your mirror for the happy result.
How'd you like love me? How'd you like it? How'd you like kiss me? How'd you like it? Try to get to learn if I could bear my way.
How'd you like to love me? On the level, how'd you like to miss me? Like the devil, would you be so kind as to keep me on your mind all day?
I told my doctor, my lawyer, to see what they think.
Why, the moment they saw you, were they tickled pink?
So how'd you like to love me? How'd you like it? How'd you
Here
like
she
to
is,
kiss
ladies
me?
and gentlemen, that latest glamour girl from the Paramount Studios. We take pride in bringing you that demure, alluring, bashful...
Has he gone nuts?
That seductive, sweet, captivating...
He's wacky.
That charming, lovable glamour girl... Miss Martha Ray!
Oh, thank you very much, Robert. I'm awfully glad to be here. Awfully. I've heard your program several times, and in fact, my husband and I have listened in and...
Oh, your husband. Here it comes. Martha just got married, folks. That's not him, is it?
I hope not. Yes, my husband. Doesn't that sound thrilling? Oh, Mom!
Hey, Martha married a very good friend of mine, by the way, Dave Rose. How are you tonight, Mrs. Rose?
Mrs. Rose, oh, gee whiz. Why, I'm fine, thank you, Mr. Holt.
You know, I can just see your little cottage, Martha, with all those little rambling roses running around. Is that cute, huh?
Oh, Bob.
Where'd you get married, Martha?
Well, we went to Ensenada to get married, and Mr. and Mrs. Jimmy Fiddler went along with us.
Really?
See, Jimmy was the best man.
You took a columnist on your honeymoon?
Yeah, and he gave it 5 bells.
Well, I have to hand it to you, taking Fiddler on your honeymoon. But why a columnist?
Why not? My life's just an open letter, really.
Well, I haven't lived enough for a whole letter yet, but...
Wait a minute. You get around. You haven't got that bicycle for nothing.
You can't mean me, Martha.
Yeah, well, you're awful fickle, Bob. Look, you've been playing opposite that Shirley Ross.
Who?
Shirley Ross. That other woman, you know.
Oh, Shirley Ross, yes.
Well, you've been in 2 pictures with her, and this is the third with me. What I want to know is, Bob, which one of us do you enjoy kissing the most?
Well, Martha...
Think fast, you liar.
Well, it's not a fair question, Martha, because I've never really graded my osculatory efforts. Where do I find that, huh?
Well, all I know is that your kisses have been kind of weak lately.
It's not true, Martha. My kisses always have power.
Yes, but not enough to roam.
Well, Madeline Carroll didn't think so.
You kissed Madeline Carroll?
Yeah, I kissed her so hard I went right through the frame.
Oh, boy. Kick that around. Oh, I'd like to see you play a love scene with Hedy Lamarr.
So would I.
Why, the minute she'd take you in her arms, you'd forget everything.
Ah, but think of that minute.
Now, if you were Ronald Coleman...
Oh, yeah?
No.
What's he got that we both want?
Why, if you were Ronald Coleman, I'd help you make mistakes so we could do the scene over.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine doing one love scene 20 or 30 times a day. Picture it. Just picture it, Bob. My arms. Quiet, Pat. My arms about his neck. And I look into his eyes and say, "Oh, Ronnie boy."
Ronnie boy?
"Oh, Ronnie boy. Do you mind?" And he says, "Martha, gal, our lips meet. And from then on, I just hang."
Okay, Martha, you can wake up now. It's time for your song.
Old man river, that old man river, he don't say nothing, must know something, he just keeps rolling. he keeps on rolling along. Ah, he don't plant potatoes, and he don't plant cotton, and them that plants them is soon forgotten. But old man River, he just keeps rolling along. Now you and me, we sweat each train, bodies all aching and racked with pain. Oh, so that bar, lift that veil, you get a little drunk and you land in jail. I get weary, I'm sick of trying, I'm tired of living, and I feel just like dying. Oh, Man River, it just keeps rolling hard. Shoot the lick to me, John boy. Shoot the lick to me, John boy. Oh, Man River, don't say nothing, but must know something. He just keeps rolling, keeps on rolling along. Don't plant potatoes, don't plant cotton. Them the plants soon forgotten. Oh, Man River, just keep trucking on down. Now you and me with sweat and strain, bodies all aching and racked with pain. Shoot that bar, lift that veil, get no drunk and you're out in jail. I get tired, sick of living, I feel like dying. Oh, Man River, just keep rolling hollow. Don't not it dip go. Not it dip go. Not on day.
Anytime you're Lambeth way, any evening, any day.
And now, Bob Hope, with apologies to the British Empire and practically everybody else, brings you his version of that latest international complication, the Lambeth Walk.
You'll find them all doing the Lambeth Walk.
Say, Bill, where's all that music coming from?
Why, Bob, that's that new dancing school next door.
Well, let's go over there and make them cut it out. This is no way to run a broadcast.
Well, okay, but they got a lot of pretty dancing girls over there, and I was wondering...
Listen, I don't care what they... Oh, pretty dancing girls, huh?
Well, yeah, Bob, and I was wondering if you'd come back...
Yeah, but listen, Bill, we can't have a dance studio play loud music while we're on the air, even if there are pretty girls up there. We'll have to go up there and find out about this thing, even if there are pretty girls up there. How many are there?
Say, look at the sign on that door, Bob.
Yeah, Professor Colonna, Terpsichorean Intricacies. Turkey Trot, Bunny Hug, the Castle Glide, Charleston Tap, trucking done local or long distance.
Well, let's go in.
Okay.
Greetings, Gate. Let's syncopate.
Are you Professor Colonna?
If I'm not, he'll be awfully surprised because I'm wearing his head.
Where are the girls, Professor?
They're doing an underwater ballet in the tanks.
Oh, the tanks.
You're welcome.
Say, Bob, now that we're here, this is a good chance to learn the Lambeth Walk.
Oh, Bill, I hate the switch. I'm just mastering the Charleston. Next week, I'm starting the Black Bottom.
The first part? Say, Bob, have you forgotten we're going to a big party tonight given by the Duke and Duchess of Stuff?
Of Stuff?
Yeah, of
Oh,
Stuff.
well.
And very, very English, and they'll expect us to know the Lambeth Walk.
Perhaps I can be of some assistance, Gates. I'm going to the party myself. I shall give you a lesson immediately after the Duke's dinner.
Oh, Professor, you mean duck dinner.
Silence, knave. I know what I mean. I helped the Duchess prepare it myself. I went duck hunting with the Duke, and the Duke forgot to duck. A Duke dinner.
I hope the dinner isn't as old as that gag, Professor. Well, let's duck out of here, Bill. We'll see you tonight, Professor, if we're not careful.
Here's the place, Bob. Did you find a place to park?
Yeah, right over there in that stand with the other bicycles. I'll ring the bell.
Are you guests?
Yes. Stop hissing us. Here, take our cards and announce us.
Announcing the arrival of Mr. William Goodwin in Uncle Jakey's pawn shop.
Oh, wait a minute, wait. You gave me the wrong card. This one here. I'm sorry.
Cancel Uncle Jakey. Make that one Bob Hope coming up.
Well, here comes the Duke.
Oh, there you are. There you are. Delighted to know you and all that rot. Yes. How do you find yourselves?
Well, my friend generally looks at me, and I look back at him, and there we are.
Oh, yes. Jolly. May I present her ladyship, the Duchess? Skinny old bag, eh, what?
How'd you do? And I do mean you do. I'm so glad you came. You're just in time for dinner.
Oh, that's swell. I'm so hungry I could eat like a horse.
You know, that's very odd. I'm afraid we'll have to take pot luck. We're almost out of hay.
Well, if you could run short, I could graze on your mustache, old boy, right there.
Yes, quite. I say, old fruit, I hear you're on the wireless.
Yes, I do a broadcast every Tuesday night for Pepsodent.
Well, that's awfully sporting of you, old chap. Do they do anything for you?
Well, in a way, I collect a stipend every now and then.
Say, that's awfully sporting of them, too.
Oh, quaint! Imagine commercial payments for broadcasting.
We don't do things like that in Britain, you know, old boy.
I know that's the reason I'm not in Britain, old boy.
But it's a pleasure to be over here. Such refinement, such elegance and culture.
Dinner is served. On your mark, get set, go.
Here. I say, Duchess, watch where you're sitting. This is my place.
Why, Duke, I was here first.
Say, will you both get off my lap?
I say, old boy, will you pass me the watermelon? 2 will be enough.
Righto, do you mind if I roll them to you? I'm somewhat of a bounder myself. Coming up, Duke.
Oh, I say, good shot, old boy, a strike.
Say, Duchess, did you see any of Mr. Hope's pictures in England?
Oh, yes. Hardly a day passed that I didn't stroll into the Penny Arcade. Oh, I always enjoyed him. Did quite a bit of cinema work myself.
Just what was your experience in the English films, Duchess?
Oh, Mr. Hope, I appeared in Scotland Yard Goes to Town, Scotland Yard Comes Back, Scotland Yard Rides Again, and Dick Tracy at Bay.
What happened in that last picture?
We ran out of scotch.
Greetings, Gate. I guess I'm late.
Professor, do sit down and have a bite. You're just in time.
What a dinner. What a repast. There's nothing like a festive board loaded to the gunnels with rare delicacies.
Professor, will you please pass the hay?
What a dinner. I remember well the famous dinner they gave me on the day my mustache came of age. First we had truffles, and then a trifle later, trifles. Then a glorious dish of filet of East Indian possum and casserole à la française or petit pâté with a dash of lard.
How do you feel after a dinner like that, Professor?
As a famous gourmet once said after eating a heavy meal, quote, burp, unquote.
Well, that sounds tasty.
Oh, excuse me, Professor. We're ready for our lesson in the Lambeth Walk. Mr. Hope, won't you take the first lesson?
Well, I don't like to be a stand-in for a guinea pig, but what do I do first, Prof?
Take your left foot and put it in midair. That's it. Keep it there. Now do the same thing with your right foot.
Ouch.
Strange. Nobody seems to get that at first. Let's try it again.
Say, Professor, perhaps you can show us how that step should be done.
Watch me, Gates.
This ought to be good, Goody.
Watch me very closely. First, I raise my right foot. Now I raise my left foot. See? Help! I'm in midair! Well, don't stand there and stare at me, Gates.
This is impossible, but it's funny. Or is it? Professor, how are you going to get down?
I just do my imitation of Fred Astaire and walk down. Astaire walk. Does anybody get it? Does anybody want it?
That's amazing, Professor.
The last time I did that, magazines came from all over the country for interviews and pictures. I turned them all down except one magazine which I allowed to photograph me from all directions, including south by east, east by west, and spawn of the north.
But, Professor, if you turned down so many others, why did you let this one magazine take so many pictures of you?
Because I love life.
I love life. That's all right, pal. Break it up, Rob. Break it up.
Put your feet together, place your hands on your hips, bend down, and touch the floor.
Yeah, what do I do now?
See if you can find me a good cigar.
I'd like to find a pipe, a lead one for you, Professor.
Let us continue. Bend down, place your head gently between your knees.
Got it?
Got it. Now rapidly insert your left elbow behind each adjoining ankle. Grab it with your right hand and tie Boy Scout knot number 682-450. If a man answers, hang up.
Bill, grab my hand and straighten me out. I feel like a pretzel with a hangover.
Any questions?
Yeah, how do we untangle ourselves?
Ah, so you're wondering too?
Take your places for the Lambeth Walk.
You feel lamby, Duchess?
Oh, I've been waiting for this merry moment. I love to dance.
All right, get off my feet and we'll take off.
Hold me tight. Oh, tighter. I can still breathe.
Oh, pardon me, Duchess. Did anyone ever tell you you dance divinely?
Why, no.
That's what I thought.
The Duke says I'm as light as a zephyr.
Yeah, Lincoln Zephyr. Pardon me, did I step on your toe?
Oh, isn't it wonderful? I feel as if we're dancing on air.
We are, Duchess. We just went through the window.
Oh, is this the Lambeth Walk?
No, Duchess. This is the sidewalk.
Get down Lambeth Way. Every weekend, every day. Find them all. You live the Lambeth Walk.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a special announcement to make, and we'd all sincerely appreciate it if you would take it right to your hearts. At this time of the year, 400 American cities are raising community chest and welfare funds to maintain their hospitals, visiting nurse, child, and family welfare, and other humanitarian services. These community chests deserve your support. Give generously, won't you? Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for the memory of Tuesdays at the Mike. We hope we've made them bright. We're well repaid too if we've made you happier tonight. And thank you so much. Thanks for the memory of you, Miss Martha Ray. You take a serenade and break it down until it sounds like swing is here to stay. And thank you so much. I hope, folks, we'll always bring laughter and cheer homes from cellar to rafter. Let's remember our laugh benefactor. The fun is sent by Pepsodent. Oh, yeah.
Say, pardon me, Bob, but what have we in line for next week's show?
Next week, we're really going to do it up. We're going to have one of the three famous Marx brothers, Chico Marx. And Skinny Ennis will be here with his band, our choir, 6 hits and a miss, Jerry Colonna, and
Bob Hope.
Thank you, Bill Goodwin. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. The memory.
Old Man River is from Jerome Kern's Showboat. How'd You Like to Love Me is from the Paramount picture College Swing. The Lambeth Walk is from the English production Me and My Girl. Until next Tuesday night at the same time, the Pepsodent Company bids you good night. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
Hope.
For now we can begin. Bob Hope brings you his laugh review, and smiles are here again.
Ah, thank you so much, and welcome you all to our fun shop. While we manufacture the laughter, it's Pepsodent sales that we're after. To make you smile, the more worthwhile. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is Bob Hope back again for the GOP. Good old Pepsodent. Tonight I'm just a lull between election returns. You know, there's been so many campaign speeches on the air lately. I turned on my radio last night and it handed me a cigar. And what those politicians say about each other, it sounded like they were doing their Christmas wrapping early. Well, election day is almost over and I'm pretty tired. My uncle ran for office in Eagle Knob, California, and I've been voting all day. But it doesn't pay, to be honest. I voted 12 times a day, and I only got paid for 10. When my uncle got through voting, the ballot box was so stuffed it had to take 6 bicarbonates of soda. My uncle isn't exactly crooked. I'd say he was sort of a pretzel with skin. When he was running for office last year, he said he'd do the public good, and when he was elected, he kept his word. He did them good. But you'd like him. He's a great man. He came up from the gutter, and boy, is he homesick. He's a very thorough politician. 2 hours before the polls opened, he put in his application for a recount of the recount. He had so many cigars in his pocket, he looked like a pipe organ. But I want to take this opportunity to thank the 26 intelligent, honest, right-thinking voters of Eagle Knob who voted for my uncle. The other 2,000 know what they can do. But the people are really slow in Eagle Knob. I entered the polling booth there, pulled back the curtain on the voting machine, and what do you think I found? A guy still voting for Hoover. Oh, but that's enough of that. Phil, tell the ladies and gentlemen who's elected to entertain the Pepsodent voters tonight.
Well, Bob, we have one of the famous Marx brothers, Chico Marx, and in our usual roundup, Skinny Ennis and his band, the Mad Professor Jerry Colonna, through the courtesy of Warner Brothers, 6 hits and a miss, and Bob Hope.
Oh, that's Phil Goodwin, ladies and gentlemen, the big outdoor man. We went up to his cabin in the woods over the weekend to do a little deer hunting. I came back without a buck. Reminds me of Santa Anita. But, boy, I said there's nothing like getting out in the open. I love to go hunting in the woods. It fills me with something. Buckshot. But it's marvelous up there around Phil's cabin. The deers eat right out of your hand. Here in Hollywood, they eat right out of your pocketbook. Isn't that a slick line? Oh, but I tell you, the first day Goodwin shot at the moose, he came so close he shot the milk pail right out from under it. The second day out, I came face to face with a bear. It was pretty horrible for both of us. It was a very old bear. It didn't have a tooth in its mouth. They were all in my arms. Bill shot at the bear 15 times without hitting it. Suddenly, the bear ran in the woods and came out a second later with a large red bullseye over its heart.
Well, anyway, the trip was a success. All except the last day. I fell on a porcupine.
Really? Did you get the needles?
Well, Bob, I have so many needles in me, every time I eat spaghetti, my stomach knits a sweater.
Hiya, fellas. Hiya, Skinny. Say, Skinny, did you ever hunt bear?
Yeah, but I don't like it. The leaf pickle.
Pickle.
Yeah, but I'm disappointed in you, Bob.
Why, what about Skinny?
Well, you know that bird dog you sold me?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't sing a note.
What a hunter, Skinny. You couldn't bring down a duck off a meat hook.
Well, everybody liked you up there, Bob.
Really, Bill?
Uh-huh. Even the parrot in my cabin.
The parrot?
Yeah, he woke me up in the middle of the night and said, "Is that Bob Hope, the comedian?"
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Yes."
Yeah.
So the parrot laid an egg as big as an ostrich and said, "Let me see him top that."
Thank you, Bill. And now our 6 hits and a miss are going to sing out Johnny Mercer's version of the musical football player Jamboree Jones. Take it, talent.
I begin a story out in West Virginia in a little college. All the student body only cared for football, never mind the knowledge. Never mind the sheepskin, they preferred the pigskin, seemed to have it in their bones. They knew all about it, couldn't live without it, all except a certain Mr. Jamboree Jones. He played the clarinet with all his might. He studied night and day, he practiced day and night. No running up the field for Mr. Jones. He'd rather run up the scale and down the scale. What comes meanwhile, the team marched on to greater fame, till they were asked to play the famous Rose Bowl game. Oh, Roses, and on that day of days, the students beamed. What did they do when the team marched on the field? I want to tell you, ladies and you gentlemen, they screamed, rock, 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 zip, boom, bop, 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 the Allah, yay, bo, watch them go. Boom. Starting from the kickoff base, for every kickoff they could win it. Instead of going forward, they were going backward, 5 miles a minute. Seeing their position, they called intermission. They heard the referee say,
17-0, ain't exactly nothing.
You've got 5 minutes to play. And from the stand there came a distant wail, and it was Jamboree.
I'm swinging, hold them nails.
Oh, we like. And then the students, they began to yell. The players marched up the field and down the field. Pell-mell, and today the Hall of Fame still proclaims the hero's name. Jamboree, they can't forget what a football game with a clarinet.
In 1754, a certain young Englishman received a letter from his father which read, I hope you take great care of your teeth, and that you clean them well every morning and after every meal. But I do insist that you never use any of those sticks or hard substances which always rub away the gums and destroy the varnish of the teeth. And who do you think wrote this letter in 1754? It was none other than the famous Lord Chesterfield. Now, fortunately, the sticks and hard cleaning substance he speaks of have completely disappeared from modern American life. But the rest of Lord Chesterfield's advice is as important today as it was nearly 200 years ago. Think how he would have greeted Pepsodent toothpaste containing Irium. Irium is the cleansing agent found only in Pepsodent of all toothpaste. Gently, quickly, effectively, it helps Pepsodent toothpaste brush away stubborn surface stains, leaving your teeth gleaming with natural brilliance. And always remember, Pepsodent toothpaste containing Irium is safe in its action on teeth. Safe for children, safe for adults, because it contains no grit, no drugs, no bleach. Try Pepsodent today and see how effectively it reveals the true beauty of your teeth.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we take great pleasure in presenting one of the foremost comedians of Hollywood, one of the famous Marx Brothers whom you saw recently in the great RKO Picture Room service. Here he is, Chico Marx. Thank you very much. Well, so long, Bob. Wait a minute, Chico, what are you leaving for?
When the people applaud, that's enough for me.
Wait a minute, we got to do a show.
I know, but I got to go home and learn how to play the piano.
Well, can't you learn how to play next week?
No, next week I'm giving a concert.
Yeah, well, what about our audience? You've got to do something for them.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Chico, this is no place to sell ice cream.
Why not? We need some good humor around here. Besides, Bob, I got to make us some money.
But, Chico, you're getting a check for this program.
Whose check?
My check. Look, Chico, what are you going to do tonight?
Well, I think I just stand in the back and hiss.
Well, you'll have plenty of company.
Well, goodbye, Bob. I must go home now.
Say, Chico, you like that house of yours, don't you? How many bedrooms have you got?
Bedrooms? Let me see. Oh, we got no bedrooms.
No bedrooms? What do you sleep in at night?
And on my night shirt.
Some joke, eh, boys? Yeah, I think it's my turn to stand back here and hiss. Say, have you got any bathtubs in the house?
Well, I tell you, we got a new plan. We got a shower right over the bed.
Shower right over the bed?
Mm-hmm. All we got to do in the morning is to turn the water on, and then we don't get wet.
Well, why don't you get wet?
We don't sleep in the bed.
Look, Chico, if you don't sleep in the bed, where do you sleep?
In the park.
Yeah, but if you sleep in the park, what do you need the house for?
Well, we got to have some place to keep the bed.
I don't know, but that sounds kind of stupid.
Yeah, I got that from my uncle. He was a kind of stupid, too. Way over like this.
I get it, Chico.
Well, so long, Bob. I got to go now. I'm just itching to go home.
Now, wait a minute, Chico. You got to play the piano.
All right, so where was I?
You were just itching.
Okay, we start from scratch. Wait, they're taking my coat off.
All right, say, that's a nice coat, but why do you wear it inside out like it?
The other side belongs to Groucho. He's wearing it.
I wish I was with him. Ladies and gentlemen, Chico Marx will now play his own arrangement of an original composition based on the Second Hungarian Rhapsody by Franz Liszt.
You want to buy a ticket for the Rose Bowl football game?
For the Rose Bowl, I'll say, how much?
Well, for you, $5.
$5? $5?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay, here's your $5.
Okay, here's your piece.
Yeah. A piece? Wait a minute. How about the rest of the ticket?
That's no good. I can't make much profit selling a whole ticket.
Well, you only gave me the top part of the ticket.
That's all right. You only sit on the top part of the seat. Hey, Bob, I forgot to tell you. You know you got a good seat for that football game, right in the middle.
In the middle?
Uh-huh. Yeah, right behind the middle of the scoreboard.
Behind the scoreboard, but how do I see the game from there?
Well, I tell you. I sell you a nice brace in the bit. Then you make a nicer hole for yourself.
I'm in the hole now. How much does that cost?
$4.25.
$4.25 for a brace and bit?
Yeah, $4 for the brace and 2 bits for the bit.
I wish Groucho was here to give me an answer for that one.
I miss him more than you do. Hey, Bob.
Sounds like Harpo. It's all right, Chico. Anybody can drop a script. Go ahead. It's all right.
I know, but I saw those jokes before.
You'll see him again, too.
Hey, Bob.
What's that?
I'm going to do you a real big favor.
Oh, don't go home so early, Chico.
No, I'm going to let you have a pair of field glasses for the game.
Well, Chico, I'm not so sure I can afford it. How much are you going to let me have them for?
Very cheap, only 25 cents.
Well, that's reasonable enough.
Now, how about some lenses for the glasses? $50.
Look, Chico, how much would you charge me if I don't go to the game?
Well, what seat are you not going to sit in?
How about not sitting on the 50-yard line?
That's no good. There are too many people not sitting there now. You'd be in the way. Hey, Bob, we got some more jokes.
Well, here we go again. What is it now, Chico?
I got something else you need very badly at the game.
What is it, a radio?
No, it's a map. Shows you how to get to go out for the game.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Chico. Oh, I think it's a little late to put on your glasses. Look. Chico, it's pretty crowded on New Year's Day. Let's take a look at that map.
Here you are. Now look. You take a number 66, and you go out about 4 miles.
Uh-huh.
That brings you to 33. Yeah. Now you go out of 33 about 2 miles. Now 66 and 33, that makes 99. Now you're on the right road. Now you take a 99 for 280 miles, and that brings you to the Grand Canyon.
Oh, boy, that's a beauty. Say, that gives me an idea, Chico. I've never been there, and I'll need a vacation about New Year's. Is there any fishing?
Sure, fishing and hunting. You want to buy a license?
I was afraid of that. Wait till I go home and sell my annuity. Say, maybe you'd like to buy these football tickets back.
No, thanks.
I'll let you have them for $3 apiece.
No, thank you.
Oh, all right. You can have them for nothing. I won't need them now.
No, I don't want them.
What's the matter? Don't you want to see the game?
I saw the game. California won, 13-0.
Wait a minute. That's the score of last year's game.
That's all right. You got a last year's ticket.
Yeah. Skinny Ennis sings that beautiful number by Larry Clinton, My Reverie, based on a theme by Claude Debussy. Okay, Skinny, take it.
Our love is a dream in my reverie. I can see that this love was made for me. Only a fool never stood in a world of romance to be so true as you are to me. I dream of his ways as simply without you. Life will never begin to be. So love me as I love you in my reverie. Make my dream reality. Let's dispense with formality. Come to me in my reverie. As I love you in my reverie, make my dream reality. Let's dispense with formality. Come to me in my reverie. In my reverie.
The sunshine of your smile tonight. A little clouded over, maybe looking just a little sad? Well, then why not decide to swing over to Pepsodent tooth powder containing Irium? Pepsodent, and only Pepsodent of all tooth powders, contains Irium, the new cleansing agent. And Irium is the remarkable discovery that helps Pepsodent remove stubborn surface stains from your teeth. At least twice a day, night and morning, every day of your life, use Pepsodent tooth powder and you'll be rewarded. It won't be long before you'll say you never dreamed your teeth could sparkle so, and you never knew your mouth could feel so fresh, so clean as it does when Pepsodent tooth powder containing Irium is always on the job. Best of all, Pepsodent powder containing Irium is safe in its action on teeth because it contains no grit, no drugs, no bleach. So if you want these effective cleansing results, Try Pepsodent Tooth Powder with Irium.
Stop beating round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, mulberry bush. Stop beating round the mulberry bush.
Although it's made him dizzy, that old bush leaguer Bob Hope is going around in circles to give you his version of Stop Beating Round the Mulberry Bush. All right, circulate, Bob.
Mulberry bush when there's a moon.
Hey, Bill.
Yes, Bob.
I'm in trouble. I got a summons for $50,000.
You did? What's the matter?
Well, look, last week I called up my girl and I told her to stop beating around the mulberry bush and to come right out and tell me she loves me.
Yeah?
I asked her to marry me and she accepted.
Well, I don't see any breach of promise there.
Yeah, but I had the wrong number.
Well, boy, this is serious, Bob. What you need is a good lawyer.
What I need is $50,000.
Listen, I know just the man for you.
For one thing, is he good?
Is he good? Why, he got my sentence cut down from 90 to 60 days.
Really?
Gee, for having one headlight out, too.
Oh, that's wonderful. If you ever go through a red light, let me know and I'll give you a farewell party.
Come on, Bob, let's go. Well, here it is, Bob. Law offices of Cohen, Goldfarb, Cohen, and O'Cavity.
How did old Cavity get in there?
He put up the money. Let's go in.
Hey, gosh, it's dark in here. Oh, pardon me.
That's all right. I'm only the desk.
I wish they'd turn the lights on.
We never do that during lunch hour.
Why not?
The bosses get jealous when they see me eat. Hello, law offices of CGC and OK. A divorce? What kind would you like, Reno, Mexico, or radio? What's a radio divorce? When you get married again, we guarantee you a spot on the Eddie Cantor program. Goodbye.
Say, look, miss, my friend Bob Hope wants to hire a good lawyer.
Well, you better try someone else. The last case he defended was Paul Revere for parking his plug in front of a plug.
A case. Come right in. Have a seat. Have a cigar. Have an accident?
Are you Attorney O'Cavity?
Yes, and you can't lose. It's an open and shut case. You were home alone that night reading a book.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'll call Central Casting and get 2 witnesses who were with you.
Very nice, but I have a breach of promise suit on my hands.
Breach of promise? She can't do that to you. Promising to marry you? Breaking your heart? Leaving you crushed and broken like a second-hand Dixie cup? We'll sue for $20,000.
That's well, but there's just one catch.
What's that?
She's suing me for $50,000.
Oh, lucky me. We'll make a settlement. Let's say $25,000 for her and $25,000 for me.
Wait a minute. Where'll I get the money?
Haven't you entered the movie quiz?
Say, what a lawyer. He probably went through law school on a student tour.
Oh, pardon me. There goes another ambulance. This trial. Hold on to the customer while I do a little road work.
Hey, don't tell me Attorney O'Cavity's an ambulance chaser.
Mister, he's been chasing ambulances so long, he has roller skates on his briefcase.
Oh, darn those ambulance drivers. Put grease on the running board again. Say, what were you saying before they rang for me?
I said I was being sued.
Well, that's nothing. So Sally ran.
Yeah, but she'll probably wiggle out of it.
Say, how about making out your will? Only $25 extra. Oh, there it goes again.
Wait a minute, I'm going with you this time.
Okay, hang on. We'll drop off the courthouse.
Hey, boy, this is a busy court. Listen to the hustle and bustle.
Hello, Hustle.
Hello, bustle.
The sixth session of the Court of Sessions is in session, and I do mean session. Yeah, man.
There's the girl right over there, Susie Sapina. We all call her Sweet Sue. Hello, Sue.
Hello, Cavity. Well, here we are again.
Here you are, get your cracker crack, popcorn, alibi, fail bonds, and a Tootsie Footsie ice cream. Who's that?
That's the girl's lawyer, Rovelli.
Hey, boss, do you call me? Yeah, I want to make a deal with you. That's fine. How about draw poker? Here's your card. My card? I got a 5 aces. I think I'll open. What do you got? I got a headache. Ravelli, if you were my lawyer, I'd say you were crazy. As a matter of fact, if you were my lawyer, I'd say I was crazy. Sounds just like Groucho, no? No. Tell me, why is your client suing me for breach of promise? I'm running a special on the breach of promise this week. Next week, a habeas corpus with green flowers. With green flowers? Yeah, habeas Irish rose. Some joke, eh? No. I object. anybody's lines. What are you... What are you and I object? What are you objecting for? The trial hasn't started.
Well, I'm just warming up.
Order in the court. Order. The judge is about to appear.
Greetings, Gates. Let's arbitrate. Hello, Sue. How are you?
Hello, Judge.
Well, where were you on the night of October 25th?
At home.
You should have been with us. What a brawl. Is the jury present?
Hello, Judge. Sue, you remember the boys?
Sure. How'd you, fellas?
Hello, Sue. What's new?
I'll give 3-1 I lose this case.
That's no good. You can get 12-1 from the jury.
Judge Colonna, I think this...
30 days.
But, Judge, that isn't 60 days. Wait a minute. You can't give me 60 days.
Ah, yes, knave. My time is your time. Bring the defendant and the plaintiff to the bar.
You promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and see your dentist twice a year?
I do.
I do.
I now pronounce you man and wife.
I object. You're here to dispense justice.
Very well. Justice will be dispensed with. Continue with the case. It's your shot, Mr. Ravelli.
Okay, I take it a witness. Hey, Hope, where were you on the night of February the 30th?
There wasn't any night of February the 30th.
Oh, so you stole that too, eh? I'm ashamed of you.
I'm not exactly proud of you either, Ravelli.
I object.
Objection overruled.
All right, I object again.
Objection overruled.
That's fine. Now I got a pair of overrules.
Judge, I'm getting sick and tired of this case.
Yeah, come on, Judge. Stop beating around the mulberry bush and settle this case once and for me.
Silence. I have reached a decision.
Oh, please.
I'm afraid to listen. What kind of a trial is this, anyway? Am I going to get justice?
Ah, justice. Just as a famous justice once said. Hope. Hope. Uncle.
Oh, there she goes again. Quick, where's my waistcoat?
Hey, that's for my case.
Just a minute, Shyster. What about my case?
And what about my case?
I object.
You can't object. You're the judge.
Objection overruled. I'm throwing this case right out of court.
What happened, Judge?
I forgot to let go of the case.
Mulberry bush, stop beating around. The mulberry bush, come out and say you love me.
Excuse me, Bob. Oh, Bob, what have we for next week?
Oh, well, next week we're really going to town, Bill. We have that man with us.
Yeah, that man?
That man, Groucho Marx. He's coming over and explain the whole thing. Then we'll have our regular cast, Skinny Anderson's band, 6 hits in a minute, Jerry Colonna, Bill Goodman.
And Bob Hope.
Thank you. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
The Pepsodent Show, starring Bob Hope.
Hi, folks.
The time is here, and Santa Claus is near. Hang up your ear, Bob Hope is here to fill it full of cheer.
Ah, thank you so much. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is Bob Hope, and to assure you of having a white Christmas, tonight we're only going to lay the whites of the eggs. Ah, it's nice Christmas weather we're having here. It's been raining so hard here this past week, I hear Santa Claus is trading his reindeer and sleigh in for 3 seals and a surfboard. I drove my car down to town today to do my Christmas slopping, and a cop gave me a ticket for crossing the street against the tide. Instead of a Christmas tree, we're going to put a lighthouse in our living room this year. Boy, and it was really wet today. I went into a bakery to buy a 2-pound chocolate cake, and when I got home, I had 3 gallons of cocoa. Yes, I did some more Christmas shopping today. I want to send my uncle something he'll like. How do you wrap up a saloon? On Christmas Day, my uncle's going to be Santa Claus in a nudist colony. They sent him his costume today, a long white beard and a bottle of Mercurochrome. If it's a cold day, he won't need the Mercure Crow. Shirley Temple was in the store today. She asked Santa Claus for a doll. Then Santa Claus asked her if she could get him the right answers to the movie quiz. I bought a present for my little niece, Bessie, a doll that will hit back. It's a mama doll. It's a mama doll. On the way out of the store, a guy bumped into me, and the doll said, Mom, and the guy looked at me and said, Pardon me, madam. I wanted to buy a tie and told the clerk I wanted to see something in stripes, so he brought out my brother from Alcatraz. The warden up there told the boys it would be nice if they could get a tree for Christmas, so 10 of the prisoners went to Yellowstone Park to get one. That was 6 years ago, and they haven't found the tree yet. My brother always tries to come home for the Christmas holidays. Last year he built a boat, and all the other prisoners laughed at him. He couldn't get it out of his cell. The warden hung a sign on my brother's cell, do not open till Christmas, 1945. Say, Bill, tell our listeners who we have hanging on the tree waiting to entertain tonight.
All right, Bob. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we bring you the favorites of millions of readers of the cartoon strip Blondie. Blondie in Dagwood Bumstead, as portrayed by Penny Singleton and Arthur Lake. Then we have Skinny Ennis and his band, 6 hits and a miss, Jerry Colonna through the courtesy of Warner Brothers, and Bob Hope through the courtesy of the old man with the whiskers.
Santa Claus?
No, Joe Miller.
That's Bill Brightmoller Goodman, folks, who doesn't care if angels with dirty faces never wash as long as they clean their teeth with Pepsodent. Bill's a little tired. We've been wrapping packages all day to send to each other. You should see me wrap them. It took me 2 hours to wrap one package today. Then I had to unwrap it again. I was in it. I wrapped up one package and put a sticker outside marked unbreakable. The clerk in the post office looked at me and said, "You want to bet?" Boy, you really have to get up to get to that post office early, get waited on. I was there at 5:30 this morning. First time I ever mailed a package in my nightgown. I got there at 5:30 and stood right on the line, the California-Nevada state line. Everybody was licking stamps and addressing packages. I reached out for a pen on the table. When I got my hand back, it had a dozen Christmas seals on it. Somebody shoved me, and I went right through the parcel post window. It cost me $60 to get back to Hollywood. Come in.
Mr. Hope?
That's right.
I suppose you've heard about the peace conference they're having in South America. Why don't you broadcast from there?
South America? Why should I?
I've been listening to your program, Peru.
Jingle bells, just jingle all the way. Girls and boys, he's loaded with toys. Santa's on his way. Hear the sleigh bells ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling. Better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town in a couple of days. Making a list, checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming back to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus, he's coming back to town. Jingle bells, just jingle all the way. Oh, what fun the kids will have, waiting for Santa Claus. Come on, Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donder, and Blitzen. Santa Claus is on his way, trucking on down in a fancy sleigh.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows that if you eat too much,
you'll have a tummy ache.
You'd better watch out, children.
Don't you cry, don't you dare to tell a lie. Santa Claus is coming, he's coming back to town.
Yes, sir, that was our 6 hits and a miss, singing Santa Claus is coming back to town, and here's Bill Goodwin with a word from the man with the money.
Thanks, Bob. Well, here it is practically almost the night before Christmas. So how about writing Santa a letter and saying, Dear Santa, I'd like some nice gleaming pearls for Christmas. Not the kinds you wear around your neck, but the kinds you smile with. I want better-looking, cleaner-looking teeth. What can you do for me? Signed, Lonesome. Well, that's easy, Lonesome. If you want better-looking teeth, Pepsodent toothpaste with Irium will help you. Irium is the lively ingredient that gives extra cleanability to Pepsodent. It helps Pepsodent quickly remove unsightly surface stains from teeth. There never was a toothpaste like Pepsodent because no other toothpaste contains Irium. If you want to polish your teeth to full brightness, if you want to see them glisten with natural brilliance, if you want them to feel pearly smooth, then treat them to a twice-a-day brushing with Pepsodent toothpaste containing Irium. Your teeth will soon flash their appreciation.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've all seen those well-known chick young comic strip characters, Blondie and Dagwood, in your daily newspapers. In most of your theaters this week, you'll be seeing them in the new Columbia picture, Blondie. Tonight, we bring you for the first time on the air, Blondie and Dagwood Bumstead. America's typical married couple is played by Penny Singleton and Arthur Lake.
Hello, Bob.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. America.
Hello, Walter.
Hey, I bet it was a real treat for you two to play that young couple, Blondie and Dagwood.
It certainly was, Bob. We've seen them in the comic strip so often, we felt they were old friends of ours.
Did you enjoy being married to Penny in the picture, Arthur?
Yes, sir. I married an angel.
You married an angel?
Yeah, Penny's from heaven.
Tell me, how did they happen to cast you two for the roles of Blondie and Dagwood?
Well, the director thought we sort of looked like them.
Yeah, but I thought Dagwood was supposed to be a dopey-looking guy.
Yeah, that's right. The casting director took one look at me and said, if he's alive, he's it.
I know those pages flutter, Arthur. But look, that's marvelous. I wish I could get a crack at one of those comic strip characters.
Well, maybe you'll get a chance, Bob. I understand they're going to make Joe Palooka.
Don't mind Arthur, Bob. He's an awful tease.
Yeah, sort of a comic strip tease. But I bet you two had a lot of fun making the picture.
Yeah, we always get along swell, don't we, Penny?
Sure. The only thing we don't agree on is politics.
I see. You're both Democrats. Tell me, why didn't you bring Baby Dumpling along with you tonight?
He had to stay home. He's filing his income tax.
Oh, he's a Republican. Well, you know, I've always wondered how a couple like Blondie and Dagwood would spend Christmas Eve.
Well, Bob, why don't we just drop in on them and find out?
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we now take you to the home of Dagwood and Blondie Bumstead. It's Christmas Eve. Dagwood is in the kitchen doing the dishes, and Blondie is atop a ladder trimming the tree. Music, Skinny.
Dagwood, go to the door.
I can't. I still got 2 more dishes to do. Okay, Blondie, I'm finished.
Dagwood, if you break any more dishes, we'll have to start going to the movies again. Dagwood, will you please go to the door?
All right. Gee, I sure hope it isn't company. I'm dead tired.
Hello, Dag.
Well, Bob Hope, come on in, Bob. Blondie, look who's here.
Well, Bob, this is a surprise. If I'd known you were coming, I'd have trimmed the tree with Pepsodent.
Yeah, well, if I'd known you were going to do that, I'd have brought along my teeth. That's just a joke, you know. I'm not...
Hey, Bob, you're just in time to help us trim the tree.
Okay, wait till I hang up my coat.
Wait a minute, Bob. That's a Christmas tree. The hall tree's out there.
Oh, well, maybe it would be better if you trimmed the hall tree instead.
Oh, no. That was our Christmas tree last year.
Yeah. Look, that's how we got a whole tree this year. That was Dagwood's idea. I guess there must be some truth in that saying. Clever men make good husbands.
Don't be silly. Clever men don't become husbands.
How long have you been married, Bob?
Yeah, well, wait a minute. Well, anyway, I'm glad I came over to spend a nice, quiet Christmas Eve with you. Say, that reminds me, how come Baby Dumpling is so quiet tonight?
Oh, we have a new system. When he's good, we let him listen to the Lone Ranger.
I suppose when he's bad, you make him listen to Bob Hope.
Oh, no, he's never that bad.
Dag. Take that dag out of my bag.
You shouldn't insult our guest. Why don't you use your head for a change?
Sounds like you'll have to use more than that for a change. Well, it's a wet Christmas anyway.
Here, be quiet, Daisy.
Oh, so that's Daisy. Does he bark very much?
Only until 10 o'clock. Then he goes to sleep.
Yeah, well, what happens if a burglar comes at midnight?
Oh, we don't like to disturb Daisy, so I just kick Dagwood.
You kick Dagwood?
Yeah, and he sits up and barks.
Yeah, just like this. Pretty clever, huh?
Yeah. If you could jump through a hoop, I could get you 6 weeks at the Orpheum.
Come in.
Oh, Merry Christmas. I'm here to tune the piano.
Oh, but we haven't got a piano.
That's all right. We brought one along. Wheel her in, boys!
That's smart. Do you mind if music and everything? Do you mind if I help trim the tree?
All right, but be careful going up the ladder. It's a little flimsy.
Flimsy, this is the first time I ever tried to climb a Venetian blind.
Come in.
Merry Christmas. We're from the If You Got 'Em, We'll Get 'Em termite exterminator.
Yeah, but mister, we haven't got any termites.
That's what you think. Come on, boys.
Hey, what's the big idea of tearing down our wall?
Listen, buddy, you can't be subtle with termites.
Come in.
Bumstead, I've come for the rent.
Oh, the rent. Look, Mr. Scrooge, it's Christmas Eve.
Well, Merry Christmas, and I still want my rent.
Look, mister, give these people a little time, and I'll let you have 2 tickets for the Pepsodent show.
I'm looking for money, not sleep.
Say, what's that?
Oh, that's just baby Dumpling. He loves to celebrate the 4th of July.
4th of July, but it's Christmas now.
Yeah, but how long will it last?
And besides, are you going to let a little thing like the calendar interfere with baby Dumpling's happiness?
Now, wait till the 4th of July. I'll think of an answer for that.
There he goes again. Isn't he cute?
Any minute now, I expect to see Edward G. Robinson shooting back.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't try to light them all at once.
Oh, no, he wouldn't do anything as foolish as that. He'd take that for his father. Blondie, are you all right?
Yes, but what happened to Bob? Oh, Bob!
Here I am, Blondie.
Where?
See that old stocking hanging in front of the fireplace?
Yes?
That's me. Thank you, Penny and Arthur. And now Skinny Ennis interferes with the silence of the night and gives you his version of Night and Day. You're on, Skinny.
Night and day, you are the one. Only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are. I think of you night and day and night. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? In the roaring traffic's boom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you night and day and night. Under this heart of me, there's an oh such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and this torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day. Will you let me spend my life making love to you day and night and day? Night and day.
As the professor says, bees don't buzz around paper flowers. And the professor's right. Flowers without perfume don't attract honeybees. And teeth without luster rate 0 in any circle. But just because you brush and brush your teeth and get no shine, there's no saying they won't shine. Maybe a swing to a new kind of dentifrice will turn the trick for you. One good thing about Pepsodent tooth powder with Irium is that you can actually see and feel the difference in your teeth in no time at all. It's simply amazing the way Pepsodent tooth powder with Irium reveals the natural brilliance of your teeth. What's more, a 2-a-day brushing with Pepsodent tooth powder containing Irium will keep your teeth at high shining luster.
I believe, oh man, I believe, oh man, to believe, oh man, that old man was dead.
And now Bob Hope brings you his interpretation of that song favorite, Old Man Mose. The scene, a lonely country road.
Say, Goodwin, I don't like to complain, but it was a silly idea to wrap our lunch in a road map. I have a TL for you. I think we're lost.
Now listen, Bob, we are not lost. I've been following Route 88 on the map for the last half hour.
Just as I thought. That isn't Route 88. That's a piece of spaghetti. Well, what if we are lost? This is wonderful, riding along in the great outdoors. I feel like a king. I just abdicated. You know, I knew I should never have gotten into this Camp Carefree on wheels.
Listen, you didn't call it that when you sold it to me.
Well, things could be worse. At least here we are in the bright California sunshine. Here we are in the bright California sunshine.
Bob, don't look now, but the sunshine is leaking through the roof.
Gee, Bill, it's pouring cats and dogs.
Bob, I think we're stuck in the mud.
Yeah, step out and take a look, Bill. You're wearing high-button shoes.
Say, we're in luck. Here comes somebody down the road. Maybe he can tell us where we can get shelter.
I'll talk to him. Hello, young fella.
Hello.
Well, Glucose Fripp, what are you doing around here?
I'm a traveling salesman, and I'm doing pretty well. I sell all day and I sell all night. Boy, do I sell.
Well, what are you selling, Glukie?
Oh, I'm selling stuff.
Yeah, what kind of stuff?
Oh, just stuff.
Yeah, but what kind of stuff are you selling today?
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes? Who buys mosquitoes?
Nobody.
Then why do you sell them?
Because there ain't no competition.
But you can't make any money.
I know it. Last week I didn't even make $5, which is pretty good even for me not to make.
If you're real careful, you'll just about not be able to make a living.
That's the way I figure. Besides, it takes my mind off my worries.
What have you got to worry about?
Oh, all kinds of stuff.
So we're back to that again. Look, Lukey, we want shelter. Don't you want to get dry?
Nope.
Why not?
I'm dopey.
You're dopey. Well, I'm Snow White.
Gee, you sure are pretty.
Look, never mind the flattery. Are there any houses around here?
Yep.
Can you show us where?
Yep. But it won't.
Why not?
I'm no stool pigeon.
Bob, never mind. There's a house right over there.
Yeah, but it's haunted.
Hey, he's gone.
I like him better that way.
Yeah. Come on, Bob. That's the house right over there.
This is a pleasant little place, Goodwin. It looks like Tobacco Road with a hangover.
Don't be frightened, Bob. Ring the bell.
All right. Number 6 on the hit parade.
Oh, gosh, Bob. Look at that face staring through the window.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Bill, but I think Death just took another holiday. Oh, hello, lady.
Sorry, we don't want any more bodies.
But look, lady, we're just wrecked. We're not dead.
What'll you bet?
Well, who are you?
During the night, I'm the housekeeper here.
Yeah, well, what do you do during the day?
I model shrouds.
Well, can you take care of us for the night?
We'll take care of you all right.
Bob, look at all those white hammocks over there in the corner.
Hammocks, those are cobwebs. Brace up, Bill. What are we, mice or men?
Well, I don't know about you, Bob, but I could certainly go for a nice piece of cheese right now.
Are you the Bob Hope of the radio?
Why, yes. How did you know?
I know everybody who haunts houses.
Nice, cheery place. This is going to be as gay as a weekend at the morgue.
Oh, just listen to that laugh.
Yeah, I wish you were coming from the audience.
Say, miss, are there really ghosts in here?
Ghosts? That's not the laundry you see up there.
Up where? Oh, Bill!
Bill isn't here.
Well, who are you?
Just a ghost.
A ghost? But I don't see you. Where's your white sheet?
Shh. I'm a nudist.
Say, Bill, where are you?
Here, Bob. Are you all right?
Yeah, but these ceilings are awfully low.
Well, they'll be okay after your hair lays down.
Say, miss, do a lot of people stop off here?
Oh, yes. Marie Antoinette came here one night, and we just talked our heads off.
Oh, well, that's fine. What's the matter?
I'm getting a message from the spirit world.
What do they say?
They'll give you Duke in 7 points.
I'll take it.
Attention all ghosts. Attention all ghosts. Better put on your rubber sheets. It's raining.
Bob, look at that ghost over there. He's jumping up and down.
What's that?
He's jumping up and down.
He's probably got ants in his sheets.
Bob Hope?
Yes?
I think I'll come over there and tear you to pieces and then jump on you and just stamp on your nose.
Say, who is this?
Oh, just a monster.
Wait a minute, a monster?
Oh, yes. Didn't you know the devil is a sissy?
Frankenstein is going to finishing school. Come in.
Do you have ghosts here?
Yes, we have.
Well, if my father comes in, hang on to him, will you? I've been looking for him for 300 years.
Who are you?
Hamlet.
Say, what goes on around here? What's the matter, hatchet face?
The phantom is coming. Listen.
Greetings, Gate. Let's evaporate.
Say, Bill, I can see right through him.
Ah, yes, Gate. The ghost is clear.
Are you really a ghost and an honest-to-goodness specter?
Yes, knave, and you didn't expect to inspect the spectre, did you, Inspector?
I can understand why you didn't live long.
Mine was a short life, but a merry one. At an early age, I moved to a metropolis, and life began. Ah, metropolitan life. Can I interest you in some life insurance?
Look, are you the only ghost in your family?
Ah, no. My sister was a skeleton in the closet.
Sort of a chambermaid to Moz.
Yes, indeed. My entire family was very interested in spiritualism. In fact, as my father was very fond of spirits once said, quote, unquote.
Say, ghost, would you mind telling me how you haunt a house?
It's very simple. First, you hide in the closet. Then you put your hand out slowly, like this, and grab a throat. Then you squeeze tighter and tighter. Help! I'm choking myself to death!
Masters.
Who are you?
I'm the former Miss Witch, the Wichita Witch.
Ah, yes, you have a twin sister. I can never tell which witch is which.
Well, I've got loads of money. I'm the rich witch.
That sounds to me like a switch, witch.
This sounds to me like something I'm sorry I started. Say, I'm getting out of here.
Not so fast, Gate. The clock strikes 12. As it strikes, you shall all disappear one by one.
Bob, can he do that to us?
Of course not, Bill.
I'll start on that facsimile of a man over there.
Who, me?
Yes, that pair of teeth surrounded by commercial. Mumbo jumbo, disappear.
So long, Goodwin.
It's a chilling experience, I tell you. Eerie, isn't it? Eerie! Eerie! Help! I'm in Pennsylvania! And now the former Miss Fitch disappears. Farewell, my bewitching beauty.
So long,
So long, Fitchy.
And now for you.
Hey, wait a minute, Phantom. You can't make me disappear.
Why not?
Do you realize that if I disappear, America will be deprived of the Pepsodent show?
Ah, yes. You're welcome, America.
I found out Mose kicked the bucket. I found out Mose kicked the bucket. I found out Mose kicked the bucket. Old man Moses dead.
Thanks for the memory. And as we bid adieu, the sponsor, cast, and crew, and I all join in wishing best of Christmas time to you. And thank you so much. Thanks for the memory of Singleton and Lake. Your Dagwood Blondie team was just as grand to work with as to see upon the screen. And thank you so much. Here's a tip to all you Christmas shoppers. Buy a gift for yourself while it's early. Treat your friends to a smile bright and pearly. Bright smiles are sent by Pepsodent.
Excuse me, Bob, but who's going to be with us next week?
Well, Bill, next week we're going to have with us that great radio team, Lum and Abner. We're really going down to Pine Ridge with them. Then we'll have Skinny Ennis and his band, our 6 hits and a miss, Jerry Colonna, and Bob Hope. Thank you, Bill Goodwin. Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and may I wish you a Merry Christmas on behalf of the sponsor, cast and crew.
Until next Tuesday night at the same time, the Pepsodent Company bids you good night. Bill Goodwin speaking. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
The Pepsodent Show, starring Bob Hope.
We hope you're feeling fine. Just sit back and recline. Bob Hope will call to wish you all a happy 39.
Thank you so much. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Pepsodent Kid, Bob Hope, making a living by the skin of other people's teeth. Yes, sir. I suppose the Christmas spirit filled you all with faith and charity, so tonight I'm here to give you hope. Isn't that cute? My kid brother wrote that. I'll wait till I catch him. My sponsor was very nice to me this Christmas. He sent over a beautiful gift, a big cabinet radio with 9 tubes of Pepsodent. He's happy. He's very happy. I asked him the other day if we were selling Pepsodent, and he said, "You're doing great work, Hope. You've got half the country foaming at the mouth." I had a nice Christmas this year. I got some nice presents. I just about broke even. One present took me 4 hours to unwrap. Can you imagine anyone sending me an Egyptian mummy? Goodwin bought me a nice box of cigars. I smoked 2 of them Christmas morning and spent the rest of the day in an iron lung. Skinny Ennis and the band chipped in and gave me a beautiful deep purple necktie. I turned it over, and on the front side it said, "Welcome, Legionnaires." The choir, 6 Hits and a Miss, gave me a beautiful watch. I don't know where they got it, but I passed a pawn shop this morning, and they tried to jump back in the window. I got some nice Christmas cards, too. I got one from Hedy Lamarr. That's the first envelope I've ever seen that steamed itself open. Say, Bill, tell the ladies and gentlemen who we have with us tonight, will you?
All right, Bob. Tonight we're very happy to present as our guests one of the most popular teams on the radio, those Pine Ridge favorites, Lum and Abner. Then we have Skinny Ennis and his band, 6 Hits and a Miss, Honey Child, Jerry Colonna through the courtesy of Warner Brothers, and Bob Hope through.
I am not. I have an uncle at Paramount. That's Bill Goodwin. That's Bill Goodwin, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at Goodwin's shiny teeth. 7 Snow Whites with 1 Dopey. You should have seen him at Skinny's Christmas party. He hung some mistletoe over the goldfish bowl, and it was awfully embarrassing. Every time I walked into the room, one of the goldfish puckered up her lips. What happened? How'd that get in this? I danced with one of them. She was so dumb, she thought a coming-out party was a parole. Oh, she was a swell dresser, though, a regular clothes horse. In fact, she and Seabiscuit could wear the same things. Before the dinner, Skinny served sandwiches, not exactly sandwiches, breadcrumbs with Russian dressing, but I made sure I got mine. As a matter of fact, I ate so many tongue sandwiches I could hold a conversation with my stomach. Kerosene. First time I ever got indigestion and had my oil changed at the same time. But dinner was no fun. There was a crooked roulette wheel in the next room, and the magnet kept pulling the knives and forks out of our hands. After dinner, they served coffee and bandages, and then...
Hey, pardon me, Bob. Bob, there's a girl here who wants to see you.
Has she got a face?
Yeah?
And she wants to see me? That's funny. Well, send her in. Things are picking up.
Well, hiya, Mr. Hope.
Well, honey child. Well. Honey child.
In person, Mr. Hope.
Honey child, I haven't seen you since we finished that program in New York 2 years ago.
You finished it, Mr. Hope. I was just an innocent bystander.
Well, tell me, honey child, how do the folks down south like my program?
Why, Mr. Hope, every Tuesday night my father calls all the workers in from the cotton plantation.
He wants them to hear my program, huh?
Why, no, Mr. Hope. He wants some cotton for his ears.
Same old honey child.
Say, Mr. Hope, who's that handsome man over there?
Oh, you mean that pair of teeth covered with tweed? That's Bill Goodwin, honey child.
I'd sure like to meet him.
I was afraid of that. Come here, Goodwin. Honey child, I want you to meet Bill Goodwin.
Hello, honey child.
Hello, Bill. Gosh, you're pretty.
I know it.
You ought to be in pictures.
Oh, Pepsin had just signed Bill for a picture. He's playing Rhett Goodwin in Gone with the Earring. Hiya, fellas. Well, hiya, Skinny. I want you to meet Honey Child, Skinny.
Well, look who's here. Hello, Dogface.
Well, hello, Stinky.
Say, do you two know each other?
Why, sure, Bob. We grew up together.
Dogface, are your folks still living in that cave?
Why, Stinky, you know we haven't lived in that cave since Paul started wearing shoes?
Ah, the good old days down south.
Yeah, down south we'd mash up our corn, and when we got through, we'd have a quart of liquor.
Yeah, and up north here, we mash up our corn, and when we get through, we've got a program.
Well, Bob, it sure is fun meeting all the boys on your program.
Well, there's one fellow you haven't met, Honey Child. He's been delayed because he's still feeling a few ill effects from his Christmas dinner.
Greetings, Gates. Let's bicarbonate.
Well, Professor Colonna. Professor, I want you to meet Honey Child, the pride of the Southland.
Greetings, you all. Pardon my southern drawl.
You mean drool.
Oh, Professor, you from the South?
Ah, yes, Gatus. Well, I remember the days of the old plantation. For many years, we lived on the old manse. And now the old manse living on us.
I didn't know you were from the South, Professor. Remember the old plantation and the magnolias? Surely you remember the magnolias.
Ah, yes. I heard they were divorced.
Pardon me, Colonel Clone. Did anyone ever call your head the Solid South?
Yes. My whole family tree's from the South. The soup. I mean, the South. First there was my pappy. Then there was my mammy. And what a mammy. The sun shines east. The sun shines west. But I know where the sun shines best. Help, I'm Al Jolson.
Help, Skinny, the music. Take it away. All right, Professor. That'll be all right.
Crazy rhythm, here's the doorway. I'll go my way, you'll go your way. Crazy rhythm, from now on we're through. Crazy rhythm, this is where we have a showdown. I'm too high hat, you're too low down. Crazy rhythm, here's goodbye to you. They say that when a highbrow meets a lowbrow walking along Broadway, soon the highbrow, he has no brow.
Ain't it a shame and you're to blame?
What's the use of prohibition? You produce the same condition. Crazy rhythm, here's goodbye to you. Crazy rhythm, I've gone crazy to Yay! Crazy rhythm, the doorway. Take it my way, pass it your way. Crazy rhythm, from now on we're through with you. Crazy rhythm, a showdown. I'm the high brow, you're the low brow. Crazy rhythm, here's goodbye. Here's goodbye to you. Farewell, John.
When a highbrow meets a lowbrow walking along Broadway, soon the highbrow will have no brow.
You're to blame, oh shame, shame, shame. Well, what's the use of prohibition? You produce the same condition. Crazy rhythm, dip, dip, tiroodly-doo. I'm crazy too. Dip, 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 rip, dip, dip, tiroodly-doo. I'm crazy too. Crazy rhythm is goodbye. So long to you.
That was our 6 cents and a miss singing Crazy Rhythm. Say, Bill, have Lum and Abner shown up yet?
No, not yet, Bob.
Well, Bill, I'll go and look for them. And while I'm gone, you say a few words to the boss, will you?
All right, Bob. Folks, Pepsodent toothpaste with Irium is like a diamond with a brighter sparkle, like a flower with a finer perfume, like a songbird with an extra octave. Because why? Because Irium is the remarkable new cleansing agent that says to Pepsodent, quick march there, brother, remove those surface stains from teeth. Charge that dull overlay. Rout all dinginess. Hustle along with that polishing. Leave those teeth clean as a new snowflake. And let them shine with natural brilliance. Pepsodent plus Irium means extra cleanliness for your teeth, extra freshness for your mouth. That's what you can have every day of your life by brushing your teeth twice a day with Pepsodent toothpaste containing Irium. Only in Pepsodent toothpaste do you get the extra benefits of Irium because Pepsodent is the only toothpaste that contains Irium.
This is the place, all right, Abner.
Is this a Pepsodent show, Lum?
Must be. Nobody's laughing. Wonder where the feller's at.
I don't know, and I don't care. I never wanted to come up here in the first place.
Well, I told you I made a deal where we'd get $10 apiece. And besides, 2 heads is always better than 1.
Well, I don't care. I don't... Huh? What'd you say about them 2 heads?
I said 2 heads is better than 1. I mean...
Be a right smart more expense, so long, having 2 heads. Have to buy 2 haircuts at a time, 2 pair of spectacles.
Well, Abner, I ain't talking about 1 man with 2 heads. I'm talking about 2 men with 1 head. Or 2 men with 2 heads.
4 between them, huh?
No, I said, wait a minute. How many heads have you got?
I ain't got but 1. It ain't me. I don't think it is.
Who ain't you?
That 2-headed feller, whoever he is.
It's me and you I'm talking about. Both of us can have more ideas with 2 heads.
Yeah, if we had them, we could, I reckon. That'd be mighty handy, all right. A feller could eat with 1 mouth and drink with the other. You might get in an argument with yourself so long, you know.
You got the awfulest imagination I ever seen on Henry. Wait a minute, here comes that feller now.
Well, he ain't got but 1 head.
How do you do, sir?
Well, Lum and Abner, ladies and gentlemen, Lum and Abner. I see you fellas finally got here, huh?
Yeah, I brung my partner. Abner, this is a feller you've heard 1,000 times on the radio.
Well,
You shake hands with Mr. What'd you call your name again?
Name is Hope.
oh, I've heard you. You're that I hope feller, ain't you?
No, that isn't me. You're thinking about the wrong program.
No, I'm thinking about the right program. You're just the wrong feller.
Don't give my sponsors any ideas. Now, look, fellas, I got a little play I want you to do tonight.
Well, good evening, Abner. Good evening, Frank.
Excuse me. Howdy, Frank. Frank, who? Where?
Oh, nobody. I was just wondering if I did have two heads, how I'd speak to myself.
Pardon me, Lum. What is Abner talking about?
Don't pay no attention to him, Mr. Hope. He's got an idea. He's got two heads.
Yeah. I've got an idea they're both empty. Now, the first scene of our play is in the frozen north where the nights are 6 months long.
6 months long? Yeah, be all right. A feller could come in late of a night up there, and next morning his wife would say, "What time did you get in last night?" He'd have to say, "Oh, long about January or February." She'd say, "'Tweren't no such a thing. I heard you. It was way up in April when you got in."
Oh, that's fine, Lum, but let's get on with the play. Now, you play the part of an old moose trapper.
Oh, what?
An old moose trapper. You trap mooses.
No, he don't.
I trap what?
Mooses! You get up in this part of the country.
Wait a minute. Abner, will you hash that up for goodness sake? Mr. Hope's trying to explain his play to us here.
Well, Frank started it.
Is this still the Pepsodent show? Lum, who is Frank?
Oh, it's nothing, Mr. Hope. Abner just calls that other head of his Frank.
Yeah. And Frank said,
Abner, if you mention Frank one more time, I'm going to whop you one. Go ahead.
See there, Smarty, I told you not to.
Go ahead with the play, Mr. Hope. Do I fall in love with a beautiful girl?
No, not so fast, Lum. Don't cross your bridges until you come to them.
Huh? Where's the bridge at, Mr. Hope?
San Francisco. Now, look, Abner, it's just a figure of speech. There isn't any bridge.
Well, what you telling us not to cross it for, then?
All right, then. We've crossed the bridge. We're on the other side. Now, let's get on with the play.
Well, how'd we get over here?
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Abner. We rode across. Now, go ahead, Mr. Hope.
Well, you're going through the frozen north, and you meet another old moose trapper and his daughter.
Is she pretty?
Yes, and she's snowblind.
She's what?
Snowblind. So it's love at first
Wait a minute,
sight.
Abner, for goodness sake. Will you please take that?
Well, I was just taking up for you. Frank said you was backwoodsy and said
Oh,
you never...
my goodness, Mr. Hope. He's back to that Frank again.
Oh, look, Lum, we've got to get on with the play. Can't you keep him quiet?
I can't do nothing with him, Mr. Hope. I brung him up here, but that's all I can do.
Yeah, I know. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
You can... Huh?
Go ahead.
Well, whose horse won't drink, Mr. Hope?
Abner, anybody's horse.
Well, what's the matter with the horse?
There ain't nothing the matter with him.
Well, there must be something the matter with the water, then, if the horse won't drink.
Abner, if you say horse one more time, I'm going to clunk you right on top of the head.
That's the most encouraging thing you've said tonight, Lum. Now comes the big scene of the play.
Yeah.
You're walking across the snow, and you come to the river, but the bridge has been washed away.
Well, no wonder we couldn't cross it a while ago.
Look, a blizzard's blowing. The bridge is down. You get in a boat and row across the river.
Oh.
Right? Now, is that all right for you?
Yeah, that's all right for me, but how are we going to get the horse across?
And listening, and I told him I'd do a play tonight.
Now, there ain't no use to argue with us. It's just like putting off till tomorrow what you can do today.
Well, I was... Huh?
And another thing, how about the money you said you was going to give us?
Yeah, that's right. You said we'd get $10 apiece.
Yes, sir.
Well, all right, fellas. Here's $10 for you, Lum, and here's $10 for you, Abner. Thanks for coming in on our show, and I want to wish you both a very happy New Year.
Thank you, Mr. Hope, and same to you. Come on, Abner.
Yeah, let's get out of here. That Hope's the worst mixed-up feller I ever seen.
Good night, Mr. Hope.
Good night, Lum and Abner. Well, that's one bridge we've crossed, and now Skinny Ennis sings, "What is this thing called love?"
Just a minute,
Wait,
here, Mr. Bandleader, just a minute.
What
here.
is it, Abner?
Mr. Hope, I think you shortchanged us just now.
What is this thing called love? This funny thing all love. Just who can solve its mystery? Why did it make a fool of me? I saw you there one wonderful day. You took my heart and threw it away. I saw you there one wonderful day, and you took my heart and threw it away. That's why I asked the Lord.
Because although her conversation sparkled, her teeth did not. She knows better now. She switched to Pepsodent tooth powder with Irium, and now her teeth do shine. Irium is the lively ingredient that gives Pepsodent its extra cleansing qualities. It helps Pepsodent quickly, effectively, gently remove dingy surface stains from your teeth. A twice-a-day brushing with Pepsodent plus Irium leaves your teeth ever so clean, persuades them to reveal their full natural brightness, keeps them at high shining luster. No other tooth powder is quite like Pepsodent because no other powder contains Irium. So if you want Irium's extra benefits, then use Pepsodent tooth powder twice a day.
Why did we part? What has happened to the love in your heart?
And now Bob Hope brings you his version of that popular song hit, Who Blew Out the Flame? We now take you to the Eagle Knob Firehouse, where we find that fearless firefighter, Fire Chief Hope.
You kindle the spark.
Hello, Eagle Knob Fire Department. You light 'em, we fight 'em. Chief Hope speaking.
There's a terrible fire in my building. Can you come over right away?
Well, the boys are playing badminton, and I hate to disturb them.
The walls are falling, the roof is crashing, and people are jumping from the windows.
Well, call us back when it gets out of hand. Me, Eagle Knob Firehouse. People come and people go, but nothing ever happens.
Gee, Chief, I wish things would pick up around here. I haven't seen a fire hydrant since the last time I got a ticket for parking.
Yeah. So long since we've seen those hydrants, they're going to the dogs.
Come in. Hello, Chief Hope. I'm from the City Waterworks. Sorry we can't let you have any more water out.
Say, boss, I was just thinking, which of those two fires last month was the warmest? The one at Madeline Carroll's or Haiti Lamar's?
Oh, the one at Madeline's. It was hotter than Hades. Hello.
Hello. When you rescue a girl, do you hold her tightly and carry her to safety?
Yes.
And do you whisper sweet words of encouragement to her as you hold her in your big, strong arms?
Yes, we do.
Come on over. I'm starting the fire.
Hello.
Remember I called you up before and told you my house was on fire?
Yes?
Well, it's still burning. Would you like to come over for the housewarming?
May I have the next dance?
Fine, but you'll find a little uncomfortable for dancing.
Why, no room?
No floor.
Say, Bill, answer the phone.
The phone? Well, Bob, it didn't ring.
I know, but do you have to wait until the last minute? See, Smarty. Hello?
Did I hear you needed a fire?
Why?
Well, I'm not doing anything tonight.
Who are you?
Mrs. O'Leary's cow.
Mrs. O'Leary's cow, tell me, is it true that you started the Chicago fire?
It's a lot of bull.
Well, listen, Leary, if I want you, how can I reach you?
Call the stockyards and ask for Davy. And if a man answers,
Yes?
it'll be milking time.
First fire department I've ever seen in the phone booth. Hello? Right in it so we'll know where the fire is.
Okay, Chief.
Cheese. Who said Goodman, hop in the fire engine. Let's roll. This is an emergency. All right.
Chief, there's Honeychild.
Bill, if we don't get her out of that burning building soon, we'll have Southern fried chicken.
Well, come on, Bob. Let's go.
Honeychild, we've come to save you. Come, this room is in flames. General Lee, you Southerners never give up. Come on, let's get out of here.
I'm sorry, I can't go with you. I just remembered I got a date with another fireman.
Another fireman? Who is it?
Breathing Gates, let's suffocate. Firefighter, too. Many's the quiet night we spent around our fireside. In fact, as someone once remarked at our fireside, quote, my friends, unquote.
For without your love, the stars above don't shine the same. Who blew out the flame?
I'm with you, and thank you so much. And thanks for the memory of Lum and Abner's team. To say you were supreme, what cessant would be knowing your listening's been pleasant and bringing cheer throughout the year.
Say, excuse me, Bob, but who's going to be with us next week?
Well, Bill, next week we're going to have with us that...
Lum and Abner appeared on this program through the courtesy of General Foods, the makers of Postum. What is this thing called love is from Wake Up and Dream. Until next Tuesday night at the same time, the Pepsi Company bids you good night. Bill Goodwin speaking. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
The Pepsodent Show, starring Bob Hope.
The smiles of Pepsodent make bright for merriment. We'll shine tonight with brighter light. Here's hope, that sunny gent.
Ah, thank you so much. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Pepsodent Kid, Bob Hope. Still eating 3 meals a day with your teeth. I'm a little tired tonight. I just got back from the Santa Anita handicap. I would have been here sooner, but I stopped to have my barrel pressed. Santa Anita, that's the outdoor version of you can't take it with you. But really, it's beautiful out there, folks. The grass on the infield is gorgeous. After the 4th race, I had some of it for lunch. And they've enlarged Santa Anita this year, and I want to tell you, the whole place is run just like a machine, a vacuum cleaner. I've never seen so many people in one place. The crowds were so heavy, the pickpockets had to put on extra help. In fact, they were so busy they wouldn't pick the pocket of a tweed suit. The fuzz slowed them up too much. One pickpocket lifted my wallet and the list of the horses I was going to bet on. He took one look at the list, handed me back my wallet, and gave me an extra $1 for car fare. And you should have seen the automobiles out there. I've never seen so many cars. It looked like the backyard of the finance company. I hear Morgenthau wants to trade his job for the parking concession. I came late and had to park at the end of the parking lot. In fact, when I got out of my car, I found out I had paid $25 to park in my own driveway. They say it's hard to get back to town in traffic, but I fooled them. I left before the first race. No, I wish I had. Skinny gave me a tip on the handicap. He said the horse can't lose. The jockey's been eating garlic, and the horse will win trying to get away. First time I ever saw a jockey ride a horse backwards. I said, what's the idea of riding a horse backwards? He said, I have to. It makes the horse nervous to have anyone look over his shoulder. Nice horse. Every once in a while, he'd look around to see if his plow was on straight. He was so far behind, his tail showed in the photo finish. Really, the jockey pulled him up so much, it's the first time I ever saw a horse finish with a bit under his tail. I should have known better when I saw the jockey carrying an overnight bag. And now, Bill Goodwin.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, our guest is that grand little star from MGM, Miss Judy Garland.
And now, Skinny Edison, our sixth hits, and Miss Swing Out with Could Be. Take it, talent.
Here comes Skinny. Could be he'll sing us a song.
Could be that yellow moon is just a big balloon, and not that yellow moon above. Could be that angel face is something out of space, and not that angel face I love. Could be this heart of mine is just a valentine, and not this heart of mine at all. Could be a dream I see, but if you're asking me, could be I'm in love, could be.
Yellow moon is just a big balloon that shines above. Moon is shining so brightly. Could be a baby face, is something out of space. It ain't the kind of face I love. Oh no. Could be this heart of mine is just a valentine, and not this heart of mine at all. Could be a dream I see, but if you're asking me, could be that I'm in love, it could be.
Could be this dream I see, but if you're asking me,
really, truly, I'm blowing my top. Could be I'm in love, could be.
Say, Bob, you know, you really looked swell out there at the Santa Anita Derby last Saturday.
Bill, that's Derby. The English say Derby, and the Americans say Derby.
Yeah, and the losers say nuts. Yeah. Say, Bob, I hear the owners of the horses out at Santa Anita sit in boxes that have their names on them.
That's right, Bill. There's the Whitney box, the Vanderbilt box, Bradley, Astor.
Yeah, well, what was the name of the box you were sitting in, Bob?
Sunkist. Say, how did you like that suit I had on?
Suit? Where did you get that thing? It looked like it was cut down from a shroud.
Is that so? I'll have you know I was the best-dressed man at Santa Anita. I was a regular Beau Brummel.
Hello, Bo. What do you hear from the other bummels?
Well, Patsy Kelly. Say, Patsy, I saw you out at Santa Anita Saturday.
Santa Anita? Slot machines with horses.
Why, Patsy, it's a privilege to go to a beautiful track like Santa Anita. Why, do you know what the name Santa Anita means?
Oh, yes, I know. It's Spanish for hello, sucker.
Say, weren't you out there with Skinny and his brother?
Yeah, the three of us hitchhiked out there.
Didn't you? Really? Didn't your thumbs get awfully tired?
Oh, no, we didn't have to use our thumbs. We just waved Skinny's brother.
Well, tell me, is his brother that thin?
Thin? Why, that guy has to wear snowshoes when he takes a bath so he won't slide down the drain.
Now, wait a minute, Patsy. Skinny's brother isn't that skinny.
Oh, no, listen. That guy is so thin, he just got himself a daytime job stuffing olives.
Stuffing olives?
Yeah, he crawls through the olives, dragging the pimento behind him.
Hi, everybody.
Well, hiya, Skinny.
Well, if it isn't Tremble Tonsil.
Hello, Patsy.
Hello, Bated Breath. Say, why don't you inhale once and see how it feels to rough it?
Now, listen, see here, Kelly. You can't talk to me like that. Don't forget, I'm a man, incidentally.
Incidentally? You mean accidentally.
Listen, Kelly, before you say another word, just take a look at those bulging muscles.
Muscles? Where? I don't see any muscles.
Doggone it, I forgot to put them on tonight.
Say, Patsy, I heard that your family was out here for the big race.
Yeah, they just got here from back east.
Back east, huh? How are things in Pomona?
Yeah.
Say, I suppose they've been out to the studio to watch you make pictures.
Yeah, they came out on the set and watched me work on my last picture.
Say, I saw that picture, Patsy. Say, what were those swallows doing flying across the screen?
Those weren't swallows. My father was sitting on one side of the set and the cuspidor was on the other.
Say, well, what does your family think of our radio program?
Well, I'll give you an idea. I just got a letter from my uncle back in Brooklyn.
Really? What does he say?
Well, here it is. Dear Patsy, the Pepsodent show is much improved. You're much better than you were. Skinny Ennis is much better, and Jerry Colonna is much improved.
Well, doesn't he say anything about me?
Oh, yes, here. P.S. Hope you are the same. So long.
Say, Bob.
Yeah, Bill?
How long was that big race last Saturday?
Well, it was 1.25 miles, Bill.
Well, just what does that mean, Bob?
Well, it means it was the horse's last mile and my last quarter.
Oh, well, now, don't be discouraged, Bob. You know our motto, never say die.
Never say die.
Yeah.
Opens at the Paramount Theater in New York tomorrow. Isn't it? Plug.
Well,
Never
listen,
say die,
if you ever get another quarter, I know lots of things to do with it.
What, for instance, Bill?
Well, for instance, Bob, for a quarter, you can get a tube of Pepsodent toothpaste. And that's the only toothpaste that contains irium. You know, irium is the lively agent that sparks up Pepsodent's cleansing power. Gently, safely, but ever so quickly, irium helps Pepsodent remove dingy surface stains from your teeth. Persuades your teeth to shine with natural brilliance. Brushing twice a day with Pepsodent Plus irium is like spring cleaning your mouth. It gives you cleaner, brighter, smoother teeth and keeps them at high shining luster. The surefire recipe for $1 million smile is dazzling teeth. So why not invest a quarter now for a tube of Pepsodent toothpaste with irium?
And now may I present one of the most charming and talented members of Hollywood's younger generation, soon to be seen in The Wizard of Oz, MGM singing sensation Miss Judy Garland.
Mr. Hope, I hope that you will not be cross. I hope that you won't think that I'm a bore. But when I heard you sing that lovely song to Shirley Ross, I knew that Gable didn't matter anymore. It had to be you. It had to be you. I looked all around and finally found marvelous you. For you are the one, say what you will. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. Had to be you.
Why, Judy, I didn't know you felt this way about me.
Mr. Hope, I used to like Clark Gable and Robert Taylor, but you're different.
I know it, Judy. I've been told that before.
Gee, I've seen all your pictures, and I listen to you every time you're on the air, no matter what the rest of the family wants to hear.
Well, I hardly know what to say. Imagine meeting my fan face to face.
Oh, but Mr. Hope, it's not that. It's deeper than that. You see, well, you're my crush. You're my dream man. You're my Prince Charming.
Now, wait a minute, Snow White. Let's not have a scene. After all, I may be just a passing fancy in your life.
Oh, no, Mr. Hope. This is the real thing. It's lasted almost 2 whole days.
Gosh, and in Hollywood, too.
Oh, you men are all alike. Always joking. Well, I don't think you even know what it means to have a crush on somebody.
Oh, don't I? How do you think I felt last week when they told me Hedy Lamarr to elope with someone else?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I suppose you feel you just ought to go out and jump off a cliff and end it all.
Well, I want to have a long talk with Madeline Carroll first.
Oh, well, never mind them, Mr. Hope. I'm not like other girls. I'm willing to take you just as you are. Isn't that just too wonderful?
But, Judy, look, I'm flattered. I'm glad that you told me only...
Only what?
Well, do you think I'm your type?
Oh, Mr. Hope, I know I'm not worthy of you, but you don't have to love me right away.
But, Judy, I mean, after all, I'm not exactly...
Oh, I might have known it. Are you somebody else's crush?
Well, not exactly, but, well, there are some strings attached.
Oh, then you are someone else's crush.
Well, I was, but she married me.
Oh, gee, that's awful. But I can go right on having a crush on you, can't I? From a distance, I mean.
Judy, with so many other handsome men in Hollywood, why did you have to pick on me?
Well, you see, Mr. Hope, it was like this. First, I picked out Clark Gable to have a crush on. But I had too much competition. He didn't appreciate me.
Oh, well, what could you expect from that tap dancer?
Then I had a crush on Robert Taylor, but I guess I had too much competition there, too. And after Robert Taylor, all there was left was a choice between you and Tyrone Power.
Tyrone Power. Beauty versus Beast.
And I picked you. I guess I was tired of competition.
Yeah. I guess so.
Oh, Mr. Hope, you're wonderful. Say you'll be the man of my dreams.
But, Judy, really, I'm not the kind of man for you. I'm not good enough for you. Well, I pull little dogs' tails, and I take candy away from babies. And once I gave a canary a hot foot.
Oh, you're so brave and masterful.
Well, maybe I am on the surface, but underneath I'm a no-good guy, Judy. Take my word for it. Hope is a louse.
Oh, but you're a good louse.
Yeah. No, Judy, it's no use. We couldn't get along together.
Then you're turning me down?
Don't take it so hard, Judy. None of the others did.
All right. You don't have to tell me. I know. It's the old, old story. It's the woman who pays. I'm sorry I bothered you. Now I know how Greta Garbo felt when Robert Taylor left her in Camille. But don't worry about me, Mr. Hope. I'll recover. Time is a great healer. But I won't forget. I never will. Though you're a cat, I love you still. It had to be you. Wonderful you. Had to be you.
Say, Judy, can a cad say a few words in his own defense before you go? Tell me, why don't you have a crush on someone near your own age?
Well, most of the boys I know think I'm only an in-between. You know, not old enough to be a glamour girl and too old to go around with dolls.
I hope I'm never too old to go around with dolls. But you know, Judy, I've been having the same trouble you've had. Tell me, do you think I'm old enough for Carol Lombard?
Well, of course.
And I guess she has some other reason.
Gee, that's too bad. Well, so long, Mr. Hope. I've got to go now.
Judy, you can't get away without giving us one of those Garland specials.
Well, all right. Would you like to hear Franklin D. Roosevelt Jones?
Would I? Let's have it.
Hey, Rufus Rastus Brown, spread the news around, all around the town. Say it's a holiday, stop your work and play, hurry on your way. No
proud about this celebration. This is one thing that concerns the nation. Sing the glory, hallelujah. Get Hosanna running through ya. I am here to say it's a big holiday everywhere. For the Jones family has a brand new heir. He's the joy heaven sent, and we proudly present Mr. Franklin D. Roosevelt Jones. When he walks down, he'll never will meet with a name like the name that he got today. When he walks down the street, folks will say, pleased to meet Mr. Franklin D. Roosevelt Jones. What a smile, and how he shows it. He'll be happy all day long. What a name! I'll bet he knows it. With that handle, how can he go wrong? And the folks in the town all agree. He'll be famous as he can be. How can he be a dud or a stick in the mud when he's Franklin D. Roosevelt Jones? Go to sleep, my baby, and maybe you'll be a Democrat by and by. Oh, you're a lucky baby with Franklin D. for your name. Mrs. Jones's baby boy is a welcome resident. Give him a fishing rod for a toy. He's the future president. Hooray for young Franklin D. Jones. Give a cheer for the babe of the year. How can he be a dud or a stick in the mud? Just you wait and see. He'll make history, 'cause he's Franklin D. Roosevelt Jones.
Thank you very much, Judy Garland. That really was great. And now, here's a word from Bill Goodwin, who has a crush on Irium.
Thank you, Bob. Nearly all toothpaste comes in a tube, keeps fresh, and is pleasant enough to taste. You can expect this from any toothpaste. But Pepsodent toothpaste has all of this, plus an important something the others haven't got. The extra something is Irium. That's the lively super addition that steps up Pepsodent's action, brightens the results. Irium helps Pepsodent remove the unattractive surface stains that cloud over your smile. It brings out the natural luster. At least twice a day, night and morning, every day of your life, brush your teeth with Pepsodent toothpaste with Irium, and you'll quickly be rewarded. It won't be long before you'll say, I never dreamed my teeth could sparkle so. I never knew my mouth could feel so fresh, so clean. It certainly feels grand to have well-groomed teeth.
I have eyes to see with, they see only you.
And now Bob Hope brings you his version of that popular new song hit, I Have Eyes.
I have eyes.
Bob, shh.
Yes, Bill.
Bob, listen, I have a swell idea how we can both make money.
No, Bill. This year I'm going to pay my income tax.
No, that isn't what I mean. I think we ought to become spies. Important spies.
Don't be silly, Bill. There's no money in spying.
Oh, no? Did you ever see a house detective on relief?
Yeah, I guess spying is a good racket if you don't lose your head.
You can be famous, Bob. Really, you can be famous. Think of the great spies in history. Think of Mata Hari.
Oh, yeah. Mata Hari.
And think of Nathan Hale and Jonathan Daly and Benedict Arnold.
I can't, Bill.
Why not?
I'm still thinking of Mata Hari. But really, Bill, I couldn't be a spy. I don't know how to act.
Bob, let's leave your picture work out of this.
Yeah. All right, Bill, I'll go into the spy racket with you, but I'll have to get a spy suit.
A spy suit? What's that?
Oh, it's nothing. You just go out with a bloodhound and a black coat and vest.
And what pants?
The bloodhound.
Well, come on, Bob. Let's get busy.
Okay.
Goodwin Spy Salon. A snitch in time pays the rent. What's that? Hope and Goodwin very good at shadowing people in dark alleys? Well, I should say so. They're real flinkers. No, I said flinkers. Okay, just a minute. It's for you, Cheese.
Cheese, Patsy, that's Chief. Take the script and read it.
That's Cheese. Take the script and smell it.
That's Cheese. I'll take the script and eat it. Hello?
This is Spy Number 1X reporting from Africa, Chief.
Greetings, Spy 1X. Where's Spy 2X? Isn't he with you?
No, Chief. The cannibals had 2X for breakfast.
Come in. Hello. Hey, Bill, look, she's beautiful. What grace? Yeah, what form? What telephone number?
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Vanya Tanya Sonia Henya Notgranovich Babuchka. Oh, but you can call me Tootsie.
Well, what do you want with me?
Oh, I need help. If you do not help me, I shall have to kill you.
Kill me? Kill me?
Yes. I will shoot you or stab you or poison you. Or take you in my arms and squeeze you to death, smothering you with kisses. How would you like that?
I'd like Dot. Say, where do you come from, Tootsie Woodskin?
I come from the little country of Schlemilia.
Schlemilia! What a small world this is.
Ah, yes. I shall never forget my last day in Schlemilia. Bombs bursting. People were dropping like flies. The streets were covered with blood. Oh, it was so beautiful.
I can see. Look, Tootski, what can I do for you?
You must save me from my cousin, the ambassador from Schlemilia, rat-faced repulsive.
Well, what happens if I find him?
Undoubtedly, he will kill you.
And what happens if I don't find him?
Undoubtedly, I will kill you.
What's in it for me?
Either way, you'll be buried with full military honors. Until then, I say, hello.
Come on, Patsy, we got to go to the Schlemielian embassy.
Right. Hello? Oh, it's for you, Chief.
For me? Hello.
Mr. Hope.
Yes?
Say, listen, you'll never catch me, you old spidery spy, because you're just a ham, and hams can't fly. I ask myself this as I flit on my way. Is Hope a big dope? Oh, boy, I'll say.
Say, who is this?
Oh, just a great big stork.
A stork? What are you doing here with me?
Just looking over one of my mistakes.
Come on, Patsy. Let's go to the embassy and meet Ratface the Repulsive. Here we are. This looks like the embassy.
Yeah, look at that sign. Embassy of Schlemilia. Office hours 12:30 to 1. Treaties broken Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Goodwin, you stay outside, and if we have any trouble with Ratface, blow up the embassy.
Right, Chief. Are you armed?
And how? I'm armed to the teeth.
Hey, you better not yawn or that club will fall out.
Ring the bell, Patsy.
Hello?
Tootski.
Hoopski.
Runsky.
No, Patsy, don't run. I'm right behind you. Where's Ratface, Tootski?
Here comes Ratface now!
Greetings, Rat. Meet a diplomat.
Why, it's Professor Colonna with the Bay Rum Aroma. Tell me, are you the ambassador?
Ah, yes, and I'm the President, Secretary of War, Navy, State, Interior, Exterior. In fact, I'm the whole schlemiel.
I can believe that.
And who is the little wren with you?
This is Matta Kelly, the international spy. She loves you, Professor.
Ah, my little Matta. You've made me so much glatter, and all my cares will scatter because your heart belongs to data.
Professor, tell me, were you ever caught as an ambassador without portfolio?
Ah, yes. Briefcase, wasn't it?
What has been your worst experience, Professor?
Once, for no reason, I was held for treason and placed against the wall to be shot.
Did they shoot you?
I don't know, Knave. I was blindfolded. Will you pardon me? I feel a bomb coming on.
Ambassador, you've blown up the whole block. Why did you throw that bomb into the street?
I love parking space.
Well, Professor, your goose is cooked.
Why so, Knave?
I can prove that you're a traitor and have been carrying on with the enemy spies, Sonia the snitch. What proof have you? I was in a closet and took a picture of you kissing Sonia. Here, look at the picture. What do you think of that?
Not bad. I'll take a half a dozen.
Come on, Hope. Let's get out of this place. This guy's a screwball.
Yes, isn't he? Who said that? I did. And I apologize, Colonna. I'm sorry I insulted you. Silence. I refuse to accept your apology. I am a screwball. Colonna, you are not. I am. All right, you are. Oh, so you admit it. Take that. That's one tooth gone. And that. And that. Help! I'm shooting off my mouth.
Come on, Patsy. It's nearly midnight. Goodwin should be getting ready to light the fuse.
Oh. Hey, look, the radio station blew up.
Well, I carried out your instructions, Bob.
But I told you to blow up the embassy.
Embassy? Great Scott, I thought you said NBC.
And thanks for the memory. If one more friend we've made with our small cavalcade, it's evident that Pepsodent will keep us on parade. So thank you so much.
Excuse me, Bob, but I hear you're having Jack Oakey as your guest star next week.
Yeah, and I'm really happy about that, Bill, for that great guy, great comedian Jack Oakey. And then we're going to have Patsy Kelly, Skinny Ennis and his band, our six hits in the Miss, Jerry Colonna, and
Bob Hope.
Thank you, Bill Goodwin. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
I Have Eyes is from Paris Honeymoon, and this is Bill Goodwin speaking. Don't forget, Pepsodent with Irium brings you Bob Hope next Tuesday night at this same time. Good night.
Joe has a slight cold. Emily has the grip. Tom is home with flu. Makes you wonder when your turn is coming. Well, don't wait for flu or grip or a cold to strike you before you do something. Start now this very evening to help guard against this epidemic. Gargle with Pepsodent Antiseptic. Because it contains chlorothymol, Pepsodent Antiseptic kills germs in seconds, even when diluted with 2 parts water. Pepsodent Antiseptic containing chlorothymol reduces the germ count in your mouth as much as 97%. And here's something to remember. No other leading brand can match Pepsodent's extraordinary germ-killing power. So gargle with Pepsodent Antiseptic tonight. Taste chlorothymol in action and know that it's killing germs. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
The Pepsodent Show, starring Bob Hope and his guest stars Betty Grable and Jackie Coogan.
So Easter time is done. We've always time for fun. Here's Tuesday night for your delight with Hope, your favorite son.
Thank you so much. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Pepsodent Kid, Bob Hope. Any similarity between Easter eggs and the eggs laid on this program tonight is purely coincidental. We had a big Easter parade out here in Hollywood this Sunday. The movie stars walked in the order of their importance. Clark Gable was just rounding the corner of Hollywood and Vine while I was still climbing over the Canadian Rockies. But you should have seen that Easter Day parade. Everybody wearing their newest clothes. One girl was wearing a silver fox that was still barking at her. Of course, I was really ready. I bought a suit at one of those credit stores, 90 days to pay. They give you a bicycle with every suit. But it doesn't do you any good. They give the collector a motorcycle. I had a nice Easter outfit. The pants are bright green. The coat is hangover purple. I can only wear it about 10 minutes at a time. I have to give the pants and coat a chance to get used to each other. Really, it's very nice. I got one of those new reversible top coats, too. You know, on one side it's a coat, and you turn it over, and it's a badminton court. Oh, the whole outfit is so loud, the Moors have to get drunk before they'll come near it. Esquire offered me $50 to stay in the house Sunday. Certainly fixed that. I wore a very small boot and